Welcome to What's Next for your career and for your future in healthcare. Carrington College is hosting our biggest open house yet, Thursday, August 14th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come explore hands-on healthcare training programs, meet instructors, watch live demonstrations, tour the campus. You could graduate in as few as 9 months, prepared to step into a new career. Ready for what's next? We're ready for you. Reserve your spot today at carrington.edu/events. Programs vary by location. Visit carrington.edu/SCI for important information on program outcomes.
They are completely healthy. Cameron Brink is playing in her 5th game this season. She has looked really good, especially on the defensive end. So this isn't the team that the Valkyries saw more than 2 months ago. Or I guess it is 2 months ago to the day, the last time they played on June 9th.
It's not, but this also isn't the same team that the Sparks have faced. Valkyries have had a little bit of their injuries. Some players coming back from Eurobasket and from injury. Cecilia Zanolzini, Tiffany Hayes, they haven't been present in all of those matchups. So this game is up for grabs.
Yeah, it's been so long since these teams played that the last time they did play, Julie Van Loo's WNBA rights were held by the Valkyries. Of course, they waived her at the end of Eurobasket, and she is now with the Los Angeles Sparks, making a nice role for her off the bench. The head coach for the Sparks is Lynn Roberts, the former Utah women's basketball head coach, former Pacific head coach, going up against Natalie Nikase in her first year at the helm. So the Valkyries will be in their black uniforms. The Sparks are in yellow. Some might call that gold. That looks like yellow to me. Here we go. An enthused crowd here at Chase Center. It's going to be Azurá Stevens and Temi Fagbenle jumping center circle, it appears. Our officials in this contest, Madge Forsberg, Jenna Renault, and Paul Toomey. So here we go. Stevens and Fagbenle take their places in the center circle. Ball is thrown up in the air by Toomey. Tap is hit by Temi, I think. De'Erica Hamby tries to track it down. Perhaps that was Stevens who hit it, because Hamby was really giving it a chase, and it is off Los Angeles. It'll be back Valkyries basketball to start. Salon trying to throw it into Veronica Burton. Julie Alamon coming off a triple-double. 5th Sparks player to get a triple-double in franchise history, going backdoor. It's Chechi off the feed from Veronica Burton. A good back pick set for Chechi for the layup. 2-0 Valkyries.
Great first look. The initial three-pointer wasn't open. Chechi read it and continued to curl all the way to the basket. V set her up perfectly with that pass.
Kelsey Plum, left baseline drive. Bounce pass to Stevens, moves it right wing for Alamon. Directing traffic. She has a cross match now, goes baseline on Hayes, nearly turns it over, does turn it over. It's stolen by Veronica Burton. Burton across the timeline for Golden State, has it on the right wing, picked up by Plum. Now to Salon between the rings, directing traffic as she dribbles to the left wing, defers to Hayes, gets a screen, attacking Alamon into the lane, kicks it out to Fagbenle, but it goes right between her legs and out of play. Just kind of threw it a little too low for Temi, and she couldn't corral the pass. 9:05 to go first quarter. Valkyries 2, Sparks 0. Alamon, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists in their 11-point win over Connecticut. She has an open look at a right wing three, and she drills it. Julie Alamon from distance, winning Eurobasket with Belgium and Julie Van Loo earlier this summer. 3-2 Sparks. Hayes up top. Gets the pick from Temi. Dribbles to the left wing, pops a triple, and it's short. Off the front rim backboard and into the hands of Stevens. Outletting to Kelsey Plum for the Sparks on the right side. Gets a screen from Hamby. Stops inside the arc. Dishes out left wing. Stevens back to Plum. Catch and shoot. Right wing three is too strong. Chechi is able to track down the rebound. Took a long carom. Drops it off for Veronica Burton, right side of the floor. Now they skip it left side for Hayes. Shot fake from 3. Gets the screen from Temi. Pick and pop. And now to a wide open Chechi. Straight on. 3 is straight through the shoot. And the Valkyries take a 5-3 lead. Plum right side here for the Sparks. Gives it to De'Erica Hamby. Hamby to Rickea Jackson. Crossover dribble. Fires the left wing three. Rickea Jackson has been balling as of late as she knocks that one down.
Been playing really well, scoring at all 3 levels. We didn't see her take that three-pointer very much last season, but she's been shooting it with confidence recently.
Up to 31% from 3 at 6'5 Sparks. Hayes has it right side of the floor. Attacking Jackson. Left wing Salong. Open 3. Drills it. 8-6 Golden State. Salon, her first bucket of the ball game. 4th in the W among rookies in scoring and rebounding this year. Plum getting past Burton, tries to recover, misses the layup on the left alley drive. Hayes takes it the other way for the Valkyries. Goes down Broadway, stops left elbow, brings it out to the wing, looks to post up Fag Bentley. Back to the basket, left of the lane. Hamby on her back. Backing her way down, just powering her way to the bucket. Kicks it out. Chechi, catch and shoot. 3 short. Rebound tapped out of play by Azurá Stevens, staying with the Valks as she was battling for the ball with Janelle Salon. 7:03 to go first quarter. 8-6 GSV. Burton will throw it in left baseline. Veronica looking around, gets it into Temi. Left block, back to the basket. Working her way on Stevens, who blocks the shot. Azurá Stevens, such a good defender, such a lanky defender. And Temi is going to get fouled down low. That was a lot of physicality there. They eventually call the foul on Azurá Stevens with 6:55 to go.
Temi Fagbenle doesn't go to work in her post-ups very often, so I'm liking her taking advantage of these opportunities that she has by herself on the block.
Temi, high left side, pounded by Hamby, hands off to Hayes. Guarded by Plum, now Hamby blitzes her. Crossover, step back, Salon, long 3, no good. Guarded well by Stevens. Rakia Jackson the other way. The Detroit native played her college ball at Tennessee. Gives it off to Alamon. Alamon up top, Stevens left wing 3, instead drills it. Azurá Stevens has been really good from deep this year at 41%. 9-8 Sparks, 6:22 to go first quarter. The Sparks have scored at least 100 points in 5 of their last 6 games. It's a first in WNBA history. Left corner catch, Veronica Burton dancing with the dribble. Gets it up top to Hayes. 7 to shoot for the Valkyries. Gets past Plum, right down the lane, and lays it in with the left hand around Azurá Stevens at the summit.
Los Angeles really gets spread out sometimes on defense, and Tiffany Hayes just took it straight down the middle.
Rakia Jackson, left of the lane, out to the corner. Stevens, quick trigger, triples well short off the backboard and then the rim. Kind of a tough angle there to do that. Salon up top, slides it right side for Hayes. Guarded there by Rakia Jackson. 12 to shoot here for the Valkyries as Burton hands it back to Hayes. Drops it off back Bentley. Open 18-foot left winger is a little short. Weak side rebound there for Azurá Stevens of the Sparks. Alamon outletting for Plum left side. Working on Xanda Lacini. Throws it into the corner for Rakia Jackson. Gets the screen from Hamby. Pick and roll. Great catch by Hamby. And her pass to the corner deflected out by Janelle Salon with 5:19 to go. And the Valkyries leading 10-9 here in the first.
Los Angeles plays very inside out, so whenever they get the ball into the paint, if they're not going to put it up right away, they're spraying it out for 3. So love the active hands by Janelle Salon on that last possession.
Plum catches it right side of the floor, sliding past Burton, dishes opposite corner, left side, 3 for Alamont, in and out, no good. Hayes the rebound. Tip across the timeline here for the Valkyries. Kicks it right wing, Salon attacking Azurá Stevens with the left hand off the glass. Nice move by Janelle Salon, and the Valkyries lead 12-9.
Good decision, pump fake, get Azurá Stevens off balance and just take her all the way to the rim.
Stevens, post entry for Hamby, back to the basket. They kick it back out to the perimeter. Alamon for Stevens to the right wing, Jackson. Working on Xanda Lacini, gets the screen, pick and roll with Stevens, guarded by Fag Bentley, and she dribbles it out of play. Good help defense by Temi, and that'll take us to our under 5 mandatory. 4:37 to go first quarter, 12-9 Valkyries here on the 95.7 The Game Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
Wellness goals, PMS, pregnancy, menopause. Being a woman is a lot. Ollie is here to support with 2 new expert solutions available exclusively at Walmart. All new Period Hero and Balanced Perimeno work to combat discomfort and get you back to feeling like you. Ollie, do wellness on your terms and explore products at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. Ollie! These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
1 in 8 women have thyroid issues.
Am I the one? I am kind of tired. I should see a doctor. Is it genetic? Does my health plan even cover tests like that? In-network? Out-of-network? Why is this always a whole big thing? Wait. I have Kaiser Permanente. So my coverage includes regular preventive care. Guess it doesn't have to be a whole big thing.
Kaiser Permanente. Healthcare that just works.
History in the Bay, our way. The Golden State Valkyries are spreading their wings for their inaugural WNBA season, and fans can celebrate by donning Valkyrie Violet and Black with the latest gear from the Golden State shop at Thrive City. Strong, bold, and fierce is the DNA of the Valkyries, and our wide variety of jerseys, tees, hoodies, jackets, hats, and more showcase that stylish, powerful look. Visit us at the shop in Thrive City or shop online at shop.valkyries.com to own your piece of history.
Injured at work? Don't wait. Every moment counts. You may be entitled to medical care and financial compensation, but time matters. The attorneys at Boxer & Gerson are here to protect your rights and fight for the treatment and support you need. Boxer & Gerson have helped thousands of people across Northern California who were hurt on the job. Don't wait, don't guess. Get answers. Call Boxer & Gerson today at 510-835-8870 or visit boxerlaw.com for a free consultation. Boxer & Gerson, your life is worth the fight. Looking for something fun and free to do with the kids this summer? Come explore Welcome In Wednesdays at History Park, brought to you by History San Jose. Extended by popular demand through the end of August from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., step inside one or more of our historic buildings, shop unique local finds at the gift shop, and enjoy the charm of this beautiful open-air museum and park, all for free. Take a walk through time at Welcome In Wednesdays, only at History Park, located in Kelly Park at 1650 Center Road. All ages welcome. Visit historysanjose.org for details.
This is Tiffany Hayes, and you're listening to the Valkyries on your home for WNBA basketball, 95.7 The Game.
Keshe Requiem World Tour with Roy Blair and Starfall coming to Chase Center on August 12th. Get your tickets now at chasecenter.com. Xana Lissini will throw it in to Veronica Burton. We're back underway. Valkyries 12, Sparks 9, 4.5 minutes to go. First quarter as Veronica walks it across the timeline. Bounce pass to Hayes. Right.
Ready. Gear up for epic football game days under the Vegas sun. Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Dive into 6 temperature-controlled pools or relax in luxurious lounge chairs, day beds, and private cabanas. Feel the energy and catch every play from every game on our massive 143-foot screen. When it comes to watching football all season long, nowhere comes close. Grab your spot at Stadium Swim today at circalasvegas.com.
Welcome to What's Next for your career and for your future in healthcare. Carrington College is hosting our biggest open house yet, Thursday, August 14th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come explore hands-on healthcare training programs, meet instructors, watch live demonstrations, tour the campus. You could graduate in as few as 9 months, prepared to step into a new career. Ready for what's next? We're ready for you. Reserve your spot today at carrington.edu/events. Programs vary by location. Visit carrington.edu/SCI for important information on program outcomes.
Baseball is all about precision, speed, keeping things running smoothly, just like your car. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we get you in, out, and back on the road in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed. With our fast professional service, you can spend less time in the shop and more time at the ballpark. Safe! Plus, our certified technicians check your fluids, tires, and more, all while you stay in your car. Swing by Valvoline Instant Oil Change today, because top performance isn't just for baseball. Coupons at VIOC.com. VIOC.com.
Guys, by now you've heard me talk about Collars & Co., makers of the dress collar polo. They've already sold over 1 million of these amazing shirts. Well, Collars & Co. just came out with the new Maverick Performance Blazer. This blazer is sharp and wrinkle resistant, so you can travel anywhere with it. Just throw it in your bag and it will remain wrinkle-free. It even comes with security zip pockets, a sunglasses loop, and an optional pocket square. So visit collarsandco.com and use code TIKI for 20% off at collarsandco.com.
At Verizon, lock in a low price on the best 5G in Sacramento and be the best you. Check where your ride is for your trip into the office. Get that almost impossible dinner reservation and save big with Verizon while you do it all. Switch today and pay $50 a month for a single line. That's right, just $50 a month when you bring in your phone on unlimited welcome with autopay plus taxes and fees. Stop by your nearest Verizon store today. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score report dated 2H 2024. Your results may vary. Additional terms apply.
Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Tiffany Hayes goes middle, draws the defender, then kicks out to Veronica Burton, wide open for the three-pointer.
Already 6 assists for the Valkyries. They had 9 all of Wednesday night against the Aces. Catch and shoot 3 off the mark for Alamon. Rebound down low, scooped up by Fag Bentley. Valkyries off and running a little bit. Now Burton will slow things down and gives it to Hayes on the left wing. Fakes the hand back. Defers to Fag Bentley instead. She's guarded by Cameron Brink up top. The handoff now to Kyla Charles. Right side of the floor. Screen from Temmie. Draws 2 defenders. Pass deflected, but back to Fag Bentley. 3 to shoot. Temmie's going to have to heave from 40. Just lasers one towards the rim. The best she could do, and it goes out of bounds. A shot clock violation. So Temmie will check out in favor of Ileana Rupert. Another shooter out there for the Valkyries. Only one sub has been made by the Sparks, and Cameron Brink, who brings it across the timeline. Chest pass right wing Plum. Working on Burton. Halts the handle, looking for a friend and finds Brink just beyond half court. Back to Plum. Showing out high is Xana Lissini. Now Hamby catching and making her way to the rim and loses the handle on the right wing drive. And then Rickea Jackson rips it right back, and then it's taken away by Tiffany Hayes. Hayes across the timeline, speeding down the alley with the left hand off the glass. Can't get it over Cameron Brink, who certainly altered that shot. Plum, the outlet pass, deflected out of play. Veronica Burton looking like a defensive back there, tracking back just to knock it away before Rickea Jackson could get it.
Veronica Burton really had to sprint down the floor, track that ball. That would have been a wide open layup for Rickea Jackson. But this is what Los Angeles likes to do. Whenever they get the ball, make or miss, someone's out running. So great recovery there by the Valkyries.
Carla Late into a nice round of applause for the Valkyries. In for the first time, Ray Burrell for the Sparks, who of course injured herself like 40 seconds into the season right here in Ball Hall at game 1 of the regular season. Good to see her back. She's been playing well. She drives past Late, left baseline, takes contact and can't put it in, but will get to the line for 2 free throws.
Ray Burrell is such a streaky player. Can really use her quick first step and length and athleticism to get to the rim in a second.
So Julie Van Loo's going to check in after this first free throw. I'm curious to hear the reception she gets, because she was a fan favorite here. Fans really liked her. So here's the first free throw from Ray Burrell. It's up and it's in, and now in checks Julie Van Loo. And, yep. That's the Van Loo appreciation right there. There are some fans standing.
You can hear a couple of loos.
Yeah. She really kind of provided the first big pop, those 3 threes in the third quarter in like a 90-second stretch of the exhibition game against the Sparks. Burton crossover, setting up Kyla Charles right wing, driving on Burrell to Rupert. Nice handle, back to Charles, put it on the deck, working past Brink, driving baseline, blocked from behind by Cameron Brink. Stop me if you've heard that said before. Her 12th block in her 5th game this season. Rickea Jackson motoring to the hoop. Turnaround jumper left alley, too strong. Shot clock off for the Valkyries as Late has the rebound. Carla will walk it across half. 9 seconds to go in the first. 17-14 Golden State. Guarded by Van Loo with 4. Crossover, step back, partially blocked. No, a foul. And for maybe the 27,000th time this season, Carla Late's going to shoot 3 free throws.
For Carla Late, gotta look up the statistic, but I think for possibly every 4 foul or 4 3-pointers that she shoots, she gets fouled on one of them. It has to be the highest rate in the WNBA.
That is an incredible number. And they're going to take a look at it to see if it is indeed a 3-point shot or maybe a landing space. And so while they take a look at that, Cameron Brink, the Stanford product, so kind of a homecoming for her. She spoke with the media before the game. This is what she had to say about this being somewhat of a homecoming.
Yeah, I mean, I think wherever you go to college, you're kind of from there, too. I mean, I spent 4 years here. When we went out as a team, it was in San Francisco. So this is like my second home, so it's really good to be back.
She's originally from Oregon, helped lead Stanford to a national championship her freshman year, went to the Final Four her sophomore year, Sweet 16 her senior year. They do say 3 free throws. Carla Late hits the first. She is 11th in the WNBA in free throw percentage as she misses the second one. 88% coming into this contest on the campaign. Carla Late goes 2 of 3. 2.7 seconds left for the Sparks, now trailing by 5. Into Cameron Brink. She could put it up from half court. 55-footer gave it a ride, but a little short. That'll do it for the first. 19-14 Valkyries as we head to the second on the 95.7 The Game Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
Hey, it's Steve. Sorry I couldn't get to the phone. Leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's Jason from Chase. Congrats on closing day. Hope your daughter enjoys the new pool.
Start your home buying journey today with guaranteed on-time closing or get $5,000 if you qualify. From applications to managing your mortgage, we're with you all the way home. Chase. Make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/home. Eligibility rules apply to the Chase Closing Guarantee. Home lending products subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey. I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, let's get you a basket.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glowing Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash with all new stunts. Featuring Skelosaurus, 5-Alarm, Tiger Shark, Bigfoot, and more. Thrilling freestyle motocross and the fire-breathing robot, Arctic God. Meet the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks up close at the pre-show party. Special kids ticket prices coming August 23rd and 24th to Chase Center in San Francisco. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Citizens, since we each upgraded to Xfinity in our homes, the Wi-Fi has been booming. It's fair to say our town has officially become a boomtown.
Mayor, will I be able to drop into multiplayer gaming battles with low lag?
The lag won't be an issue, but your questionable skills may be.
And what if I have hundreds of devices on the Wi-Fi? Purely hypothetical.
Seems like a lot, but sure, hundreds of devices all booming together with the Xfinity Gateway. Yes, friends and neighbors, with Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming.
The Wi-Fi isn't the only thing that's booming. Now get the most reliable Wi-Fi and our best-in-class equipment for one consistent price for 5 years guaranteed. All in. Plus, get unlimited data included and no annual contract. All with the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New residential customers only. Select plans only. Xfinity Gateway with XFi Complete required for unlimited data except in certain areas. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024. Actual speeds vary.
This is Temi Fagbenle, and you're listening to the Valkyries on your home for WNBA basketball, 95.7 The Game.
Time for your Kaiser Permanente game summary. The Valkyries up on the Sparks 19-14 after one quarter. Behind 6 assists on 7 makes. They got 5 points apiece from Chechi and Janelle Salon, and they're limiting the Sparks to 33% shooting. Kevin Dana alongside Sophia Jones. So the Sparks will inbound the basketball to start the second quarter. Here we go. Julie Alamon will bring it up. Guarded as she crosses the timeline by Veronica Burton. Gets a screen from Brink. Throws it left wing. Rakia Jackson skipping back right side for Alamon. Screen Van Loo up top 3. Straight on. Off the left side of the rim. No good. Charles squeezes the rebound. Defers to Late. Carla across the timeline. Went 2 of 3 from the foul line to end the...
Red Eddie.
Gear up for epic football game days under the Vegas sun. Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Dive into 6 temperature-controlled pools or relax in luxurious lounge chairs, day beds, and private cabanas. Feel the energy and catch every play from every game on our massive 143-foot screen. When it comes to watching football all season long, nowhere comes close. Grab your spot at Stadium Swim today at circalasvegas.com.
The Odyssey Instant Win of the Week, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Sacramento delivered a masterful 6-0 shutout victory over Washington. After 3 big runs in the second inning, they continued to score, and the pitching staff came through with a shutout performance.
Swing by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15-minute drive-through oil change today. Get in, get out, and get back on the road. No appointment needed. Get coupons at VIOC.com.
Guys, by now you've heard me talk about Collars & Co., makers of the dress collar polo. They've already sold over 1 million of these amazing shirts. Well, Collars & Co. just came out with the new Maverick Performance Blazer. This blazer is sharp and wrinkle resistant, so you can travel anywhere with it. Just throw it in your bag and it will remain wrinkle-free. It even comes with security zip pockets, a sunglasses loop, and an optional pocket square. So visit collarsandco.com and use code TIKI for 20% off at collarsandco.com.
At Verizon, lock in a low price on the best 5G in Sacramento and be the best you. Check where your ride is for your trip into the office. Get that almost impossible dinner reservation and save big with Verizon while you do it all. Switch today and pay $50 a month for a single line. That's right, just $50 a month when you bring in your phone on unlimited welcome with autopay plus taxes and fees. Stop by your nearest Verizon store today. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score report dated 2H 2024. Your results may vary. Additional terms apply.
Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew, give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Timeline left side of the floor, skips it right side, Rupert, the handoff, Burton. Burton in and out, dribble behind the back, gets the screen, sets up Rupert for three, around and out, no good. Alemán seizes the rebound. Alemán across the timeline. The Belgian guard stops right wing, trying to post up Brink, triple team, quick pass back out, reposting, Brink inside, banks it in over Rupert, inside the restricted area. Got great low post position, the Sparks are within 4.
Sparks scoring just with transition offense and getting into their actions early, running the floor.
22-18, Burton right wing, crossover dribble, gets the screen from Rupert, takes it right corner, halts the handle, looking around, feeding Rupert right baseline, back to V, launching a right wing three, front rim, no good, tapped out of bounds, last touch by Janelle Salon. It'll go to the Sparks, trailing 22-18 with 7:22 to go second quarter.
Couple of substitutions on both sides. But for the Valkyries, they get Tiffany Hayes and Chechi back. Those two have provided a lot of offense to start this game, and that's where the Valkyries are in a little bit of a lull right now.
Kelsey Plum across that. Guarded by Hayes on the right wing. Dribble handoff, Van Loo, catch and shoot three. Front rim and over the backboard and out of play. Sparks 4 of 11 from downtown. The Valkyries 4 of 12.
And the Valkyries, they're really packing the paint this game, trying to force the Sparks to beat them from the three-point line.
Yeah, Sparks average nearly 41 paint points per game, which leads the WNBA. 4 paint points thus far in this one. Late catch and shoot, left wing three, off the hand back from Hayes. Missing that one a little strong. Van Loo quickly across the timeline. Lone look pass to the right wing for Kelsey Plum. Working on late. Euro stepping into the lane and draws a foul on the pass. So it'll be side out of bounds here. First team foul on the Valkyries with 6:54 to go second quarter. Goes on Carla.
There's been a heavy collapse by the Valkyries whenever anyone on the Sparks dribbles and tries to penetrate the paint.
Van Loo hand back to Kelsey Plum. Guarded up top by Hayes. To the corner, Brink can hit the three. That one just grazes the back iron. It was well strong. Salon the rebound and bring up for the Valkyries. Dribbles it over the left wing. Defers to Xana Lazzini. Screen from Rupert. Step back three over Burrell. Right side. What a shot by Chechi.
When Chechi is feeling it, that is such a hard shot to guard. Just hit her with a step back, high release, switch.
25-18. They say it's a 2 for now, 24-18. We'll see if that changes. Burrell kicks it up top. Stevens veering left alley on Salon. Can't bank it home. Gets her own miss. Left block. Sends it back out to Van Loo. Can't save it from going across the timeline. And that's an over and back violation on the Sparks. We're taking a look at the Xana Lacini long 2/3. Yeah, I think the foot might have been on the line. It's the 8th turnover on the Sparks, by the way, already.
Valkyrie's defense has just been all over the place. They're trying to pressure, playing in the gaps heavily, just creating these turnovers has really been helping them.
Left wing late. Crossover, Van Loo guarding her, and now Hamby there to double. Salon put it on the deck. Escape, dribble, triple left wing. That was a tough shot. Too strong. Burrell the rebound on the weak side. Outletting for Kelsey Plum. Plum left wing. Back to Burrell, posting up. Hamby inside. Great low post position. Misses another bunny. And the rebound the late. Xana Lacini left wing. Crossover. Step back three. Gucci!
Like I said, when Chechi gets into that mode and she realizes that she has the green light, she just goes straight into her bag work, and it's so hard to stop.
10 for Xana Lacini, 9-point lead, the largest of the game for Golden State. Ray Borello right wing, 3 answers back. Big response from the Sparks.
Valkyries can't get comfortable with any lead that they have because the Sparks offense is so prolific, especially from the 3-point line.
Rupert left wing 3. In and out, no good. Off the feed from Tiffany Hayes. Rebound Sparks. Plum with it. Guarded by Xana Lacini. Knifes her way into the paint. Back out Hamby. Barreling and then kicking it back out. Burrell missing that 3 from the right wing too. Strong. Salon another rebound. She's been active on the glass with 4 caroms corralled. Just about her average. A little under if you go by decimals. Xana Lacini holding high up top between the rings. Put it on the deck. Drawn kick. Late. Knifing inside. Tough runner. Can't get it. From about 10 feet out, right of the lane. Burrell, nice crossover as she crosses the timeline to set up Plum. Little head fake, whipping it inside, and Hamby is fouled down low by Chechi. And that'll take us to the under 6 mandatory. And a little extra after. The fans want a technical foul, I believe, on Hamby, but this will take us to the under 6 mandatory as soon as they put the timeout clock up. 4:13 to go, second quarter. Valkyries 27, Sparks 21 on the 95.7 The Game Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
Wellness goals, PMS, pregnancy, menopause. Being a woman is a lot. Ollie is here to support with 2 new expert solutions available exclusively at Walmart. All new Period Hero and Balanced Perimeno work to combat discomfort and get you back to feeling like you. Ollie, do wellness on your terms and explore products at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. Ollie! These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, you've reached Teresa and Benny. You know the drill.
Hey Teresa, it's Armando from Chase. Congrats on closing. I'm sure Benny will love playing fetch in your new backyard.
Your Chase Home Lending Advisor will be there from pre-approval to closing. We're with you all the way home. Chase, make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/home. Home lending products subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
1 in 8 women have thyroid issues.
Am I the one? I am kind of tired. I should see a doctor. Is it genetic? Does my health plan even cover tests like that? In-network? Out-of-network? Why is this always a whole big thing? Wait. I have Kaiser Permanente. So my coverage includes regular preventive care. Guess it doesn't have to be a whole big thing.
Kaiser Permanente. Healthcare that just works.
When you travel well, your KLM Royal Dutch Airlines ticket takes you to more than just your destination. It takes you to winding streets, spontaneous detours, and the realization that neither of you is actually good with directions.
Recalculating route.
And when the final shortcut taken isn't exactly short,
Welcome aboard KLM Royal
our crew is here to give you a trip home that goes just as planned. KLM Royal Dutch Airlines. When you travel, travel well.
Are you interested in being an install or service technician? Good news! R&S Doors and Gates is hiring.
If you have good mechanical skills and a knowledge of power tools, welding, and motor controls, you should apply today. R&S Doors has openings to repair and install commercial overhead doors, entry doors, and loading dock equipment. You must be able to work in a professional, fast-paced environment. Call 800-FIX-A-DOOR and apply today. That's 800-FIX-A-DOOR. Or visit rsdoors.com. R&S Doors. Look for the red truck.
This is Veronica Burton, and you're listening to the Valkyries on your home for WNBA basketball. 95-7 The Game.
27-21 Valkyries leading by 6 at the half. Sophia Jones will have a chat with Kyla Charles, and you'll want to tune into that. It's still 4:13 to go of Shooty Hoot before we can hear that conversation. Inbounds pass, Kelsey Plum to Julie Alamon. We are back to work. Azurá Stevens left wing with it, guarded by Salon, and then throws it away. And the Sparks have just been super sloppy. That's their 9th turnover already.
Valkyries were in a 2-3 zone. Sideline out of bounds, coming out of the timeout. A look that they've given before, but Tiffany Hayes played in that passing lane just enough to make the pass go awry.
Burton left wing, looking around, sees Fag Bentley, and now the handoff to Xanda Lissini. Guarded closely by Hamby, 28 feet from the hoop, giving her no airspace. Burton crossover, Hamby takes her right baseline, kicks out Hayes. One more, Chechi, wide open three. Cash me out one time.
Great ball movement, good composure by the Valkyries to just swing, and get an open shot. And Chechi, she stays hot.
31-21. By the way, that other long two has been turned into a 3 for Chechi. She's up to 14 points. Wild miss for the Sparks, and in transition, Hayes, bounce pass to Burton, lays it up, no good. Good contest by Ray Burrell, and now Kelsey Plum beating everyone down the floor. Chechi tracking back, makes it a tough layup, but a foul's called on Xanda Lissini. She does not like the whistle, and Natalie Nakase wants to challenge this. She hasn't given the official timeout challenge signal. They're looking at it, and everyone thinks she didn't touch her. They are going to call the timeout right now, and so that'll take us to our second mandatory of this quarter. 3:14 to go in the second. It's 31-21. Golden State Valkyries leading by 10 here on the 95.7 The Game Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
Wellness goals, PMS, pregnancy, menopause. Being a woman is a lot. Ollie is here to support with 2 new expert solutions available exclusively at Walmart. All new Period Hero and Balanced Perimeno work to combat discomfort and get you back to feeling like you. Ollie, do wellness on your terms and explore products at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, you've reached Teresa and Benny. You know the drill.
Hey, Teresa, it's Armando from Chase. Congrats on closing. I'm sure Benny will love playing fetch in your new backyard.
Your Chase Home Lending Advisor will be there from pre-approval to closing. We're with you all the way home. Chase, make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/home. Home lending products subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
1 in 8 women have thyroid issues.
Am I the one? I am kind of tired. I should see a doctor. Is it genetic? Does my health plan even cover tests like that? In-network? Out-of-network? Why is this always a whole big thing? Wait. I have Kaiser Permanente. So my coverage includes regular preventive care. Guess it doesn't have to be a whole big thing.
Kaiser Permanente. Healthcare that just works.
When you travel well, your KLM Royal Dutch Airlines ticket takes you to more than just your destination. It takes you to winding streets, spontaneous detours, and the realization that neither of you is actually good with directions.
Recalculating route.
And when the final shortcut taken isn't exactly short,
Welcome aboard KLM Royal
our crew is here to give you a trip home that goes just as planned. KLM Royal Dutch Airlines. When you travel, travel well.
Are you interested in being an install or service technician? Good news! R&S Doors and Gates is hiring. If you have good mechanical skills and a knowledge of power tools, welding, and motor controls, you should apply today. R&S Doors has openings to repair and install commercial overhead doors, entry doors, and loading dock equipment. You must be able to work in a professional, fast-paced environment. Call 800-FIX-A-DOOR and apply today. That's 800-FIX-A-DOOR. Or visit rsdoors.com. R&S Doors. Look for the red truck.
This is Veronica Burton, and you're listening to the Valkyries on your home for WNBA basketball. 95.7 The Game.
The Valkyries have announced Bird Watchers Night on Monday, August 11th as the Valkyries face the Connecticut Sun. All fans in attendance will receive binoculars courtesy of DoorDash. Get your tickets now at Valkyries.com.
I wonder if that's related to the egg that is inside Chase Center. Interesting. Bird Watchers Night. You'll have to check that out on Monday.
The violet, glittery egg that's in section 119.
Yeah, it's got feathers underneath it. Successful challenge. So Natalie Nakase and crew keep the challenge. It will still be Sparks basketball, but no foul on Chechi, who has had some really good rebound games this season, Sophia.
We saw against Connecticut where she went 0 for 1. She hit the game winner in Atlanta, had a season high. So great resiliency by Chechi.
She's guarding the ball right now. Burrell throws away, stolen by Chechi. Speaking of her, she's got 2 steals in this game to go along with a game-high 14 points already. Hayes up top, drifting right. Guarded by Hamby, picks up the dribble, sees Burton, overhead skip to Chechi, put it on deck, draws 2 defenders. Now Salon with it, attacking Hamby for Hayes, put it on deck, surging inside, back out Salon, left wing 3 to beat the shot clock, well short. And the rebound there for Stevens. Kicking ahead to Alamon of the Sparks. Has it on the right wing. Back up top for Stevens. Back to Alamon looking to post up Hamby on Salon. Physical battle down low. Right block extended. Double comes from Hayes. Out to Alamon. Open right wing 3. Front rim miss. Fag Benley the rebound.
That's what the Valkyries have decided they're going to live with this game. Collapse on Hamby and any post paint touches.
Burton, high right side, skipping to Chechi, just left of center. Centers the rock even some more. Jump pass down low to Fag Benley on the smaller Burrell and lays it up and in with the left hand off the glass. Nice move by Temi. Valkyries lead by 12, 33-21. Alamon bounce pass to a cutting Stevens through nearly behind Burrell, but she gets past her gambling defenders, Anna Lucini, and lays it in off the window. 33-23, but a very low-scoring half for the Sparks, especially considering how hot they've been offensively as of late. Left-hand handle, Burton fakes the pocket pass, selects Salon instead on the left wing. Now it's Zandalicini on Stevens. 6 to shoot, dribbling out up top. Gets it back to Hayes with Alamon on her. 2 to shoot, step back 3 in the air, too strong. Rebound Hamby. Hamby will get it over to Kelsey Plum. The Sparks shooting just 32% from the field, and they've turned it over 9 times. Right wing, step back, no. Goes into the corner. Burrell driving baseline pass. Andalicini puts it up, in and out, no good. And then Salon fouled by Burrell. Frustration right there from Ray Burrell. They've missed a lot of shots right around the rim in this one.
A lot of those bunnies that I'm sure they would love to have back, but like I've been preaching this half, that's just the pressure that the Valkyries have been applying in the paint, just showing bodies, trying to startle and make LA indecisive when going up with their moves.
And a few trips to the dispensary for the Sparks in this one, with 1:13 to go in the second quarter. Veronica Burton will bring it across the timeline. Temi Fag Benley reversing right side for Tiffany Hayes. Crossover dribble trying to get her way to the cup and turns it over. Stolen by Alamon. Burton racing back defensively. Blocks the shot from behind. Did she hit it off Alamon? No, it will stay with the Sparks, but what hustle there from V.
That's the second time this game that Veronica has just put her head down and showed a little track and field speed.
Yeah, for sure.
To prevent what would have been a wide open layup as she gets laid out by Zierka Hamby trying to fight over a screen.
And that screen was illegal, as described by Sophia Jones. So it'll be Valkyries basketball up by 10. I mean, the Sparks might not get 25 in the first half. They've scored 100+ in 5 of the last 6. One time they didn't was a 89-74 loss to Asia Wilson in Las Vegas Aces. Maybe the best game Asia's played all season. Byrne will walk it up. Chance for a 2-for-1 if you really draw this possession out. Anna Lacini, left wing, gets it back up top for Burton. And they are using some good clock here. Left wing, Anna Lacini, guarded by Rakia Jackson to Fag Bentley with 7 to shoot. Dribbles to the right side. Backdoor isn't there. Dribble handoff for Sloan on the right wing. Has to heave one up. Well guarded there by Hamby. It's an air ball as the shot clock expires. That's a shot clock violation. They will get the last shot, almost certainly. 32.6 seconds to play here before halftime. It's 33-23 Golden State. So here comes Alamon. 22nd player in WNBA history to get a triple-double when she got one on Thursday night. Deflected into the backcourt by Fag Bentley. Back to Alamon. 12 to shoot, 20 to play. Right wing up top to Hamby. Wasn't expecting the pass. Good reaction. Now Plum. Shot fake from 3. Guarded closely by Burton. Crossover dribble. Puts up a contested 3. It's an air ball. Hamby the rebound, but too far underneath the finish. 6 seconds left. Burton, the bounce pass from Fag Bentley led her just a little too far. So 5 seconds left. The Sparks will get one last crack at it. And if I'm the Valkyries, I pick up in the backcourt here, make them use a little bit of time, but Almon's going to get a running start. Valkyries not ready. Plum, shot fake, escape dribble, triple from the corner. Oh, the Valkyries dodge one there. Around and out, no good. That'll take it to halftime. Valks 33, Sparks 23. Sophia Jones has you covered for the next 15 minutes here on the 95.7 The Game Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
20 years of Jonas, living the dream tour. Performing Nick Solo and the administration, Joe and DNCE. And the Jonas Brothers, Kevin, Nick, and Joe. Playing Chase Center, September 25th. The greatest celebration of Jonas ever in one incredible show. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
What do you think makes the perfect snack?
It's gotta be when I'm really craving it and it's convenient.
Could you be more specific?
When it's cravenient.
Okay.
Like a freshly baked cookie made with real butter, available right down the street at AM/PM, or a savory breakfast sandwich I can grab in just a second at AM/PM.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Well, yeah, we're talking about what I crave.
Which is anything from AM/PM.
What more could you want?
Stop by AM/PM where the snacks and drinks are perfectly craveable and convenient. That's Cravenience. AM/PM, too much good stuff.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey. I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, let's get you a basket.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
This copyrighted telecast of WNBA Enterprises may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used in any form without the express written consent of WNBA Enterprises.
This is the Valkyries halftime show.
Jones with the triple, and she buries it. Sophia Jones from the right lane.
On the Golden State Valkyries Radio Network. Presented by Sephora, the official beauty partner of the Golden State Valkyries.
Welcome to the halftime presentation on Golden State Valkyries Radio Network. A low-scoring affair at the end of the first half, but it plays into the favor of the Valkyries. They lead the Los Angeles Sparks 33-23, mostly behind a game-high 14 points from Cecilia Zandalazini. She's been in her bag this half.
Back to Burrell, posting up, Hamby inside, great low post position, misses another bunny. And the rebound the late. Zandalazini left wing, crossover, step back three, Gucci!
Ceci has those 14 points, 4 of 5 from the three-point line. They have not been easy threes either. She's been pulling out that step back, 2 steals, so trying to be active on both ends of the floor. Much like Veronica Burton, she's been doing a good job in the backcourt, trying to control the tempo on both ends of the floor.
Alamon in front of her, the crossover dribble between the legs, right alley drive, kick back out, Burton, three, bangs it in! 22-14, Valkyries by 8, second three of the game for V.
Veronica has added those 6 points, but also 2 offensive rebounds, trying to create extra possessions. Big guard trying to get inside the paint, grab those down. As for our Kaiser Permanente game summary, offensively, the Valkyries aren't shooting the greatest from the field. 12 of 34, that's 35%. But from the three-point range, they're 7 of 20, 35%. So shooting at a very high clip at a solid rate. But this game has been determined defensively. For the Los Angeles Sparks, they're a team that has scored multiple times over 100 points in these last couple of games. But they are held to 27.6% from the field, 27.8% from three-point range, 10 threes, and for a team that averages 45 points in the paint, they are sitting at 6 right now. So Valkyries really trying to stifle this Sparks offense. One of those people that's helping out is Kyla Charles. I was able to catch up with her yesterday, get introduced. She's been the newest addition to
Welcome to What's Next for your career and for your future in healthcare. Carrington College is hosting our biggest open house yet, Thursday, August 14th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come explore hands-on healthcare training programs, meet instructors, watch live demonstrations, tour the campus. You could graduate in as few as 9 months, prepared to step into a new career. Ready for what's next? We're ready for you. Reserve your spot today at carrington.edu/events. Programs vary by location. Visit carrington.edu/SCI for important information on program outcomes.
Gear up for epic football game days under the Vegas sun. Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Dive into 6 temperature-controlled pools or relax in luxurious lounge chairs, day beds, and private cabanas. Feel the energy and catch every play from every game on our massive 143-foot screen. When it comes to watching football all season long, nowhere comes close. Grab your spot at Stadium Swim today at circalasvegas.com.
The music is live, the drinks are cold, and the vibes are unbeatable. It's the Summer Concert Series at the Officers Club in McClellan Park. Join us on the outdoor patio for an evening of great bands, delicious food, and good times under the stars. Concerts run August through September, and the best part? Admission is free. Bring your friends, kick back, and make it a summer to remember. Visit theofficersclub.com for the full lineup.
Baseball is all about precision, speed, keeping things running smoothly, just like your car. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we get you in, out, and back on the road in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed. With our fast professional service, you can spend less time in the shop and more time at the ballpark. Safe! Plus, our certified technicians check your fluids, tires, and more, all while you stay in your car. Swing by Valvoline Instant Oil Change today, because top performance isn't just for baseball. Coupons at VIOC.com. VIOC.com.
Thyroid issues. Am I the one? I am kind of tired. I should see a doctor. Is it genetic? Does my health plan even cover tests like that? In-network? Out-of-network? Why is this always a whole big thing? Wait. I have Kaiser Permanente. So my coverage includes regular preventive care. Guess it doesn't have to be a whole big thing.
Kaiser Permanente. Healthcare that just works.
Heart in Concert in San Francisco. Chase Center in San Francisco, August 10th. A journey through the hits and timeless classics. With very special guest, Todd Rundgren. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Heart. Produced by Live Nation.
History in the Bay, our way. The Golden State Valkyries are spreading their wings for their inaugural WNBA season, and fans can celebrate by donning Valkyrie Violet and Black with the latest gear from the Golden State shop at Thrive City. Strong, bold, and fierce is the DNA of the Valkyries, and our wide variety of jerseys, tees, hoodies, jackets, hats, and more showcase that stylish, powerful look. Visit us at the shop in Thrive City or shop online at shop.valkyries.com to own your piece of history.
Hey, it's Steve. Sorry I couldn't get to the phone. Leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's Jason from Chase. Congrats on closing day. Hope your daughter enjoys the new pool.
Start your home buying journey today with guaranteed on-time closing or get $5,000 if you qualify. From applications to managing your mortgage, we're with you all the way home. Chase. Make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/home. Eligibility rules apply to the Chase Closing Guarantee. Home lending products subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath. You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked!
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm, totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Now back to the Valkyries halftime show.
The vet crossover. Drops her defender. Burton at 3. Gucci!
On the Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
Time for the out-of-town scoreboard presented by San Francisco International Airport. Wherever your team goes, you can get there from SFO. Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever are in a battle right now, or not really a battle because the Fever leads 74-54 at the end of the third quarter. Both teams have been plagued by injuries as of late for the Fever. The entire point guard position is pretty much out, and for the Sky, Angel Reese is still out, and Courtney Vanders, of course, out for this season. But the Fever are being led by Kelsey Mitchell, who has 21 points and 8 assists right now, so she's been holding it down recently. As for right here in Valhalla, the Valkyries are holding it down 33-23 against the Los Angeles Sparks. They'll look to extend and hold this lead against the offense of the Sparks in this second half. This is the Golden State Valkyries Radio Network on 95.7 The Game.
Wellness goals, PMS, pregnancy, menopause. Being a woman is a lot. Ollie is here to support with 2 new expert solutions available exclusively at Walmart. All new Period Hero and Balanced Perimeno work to combat discomfort and get you back to feeling like you. Ollie, do wellness on your terms and explore products at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. Ollie! These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glow and Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash with all new stunts featuring Scalosaurus, 5-Alarm, Tiger Shark, Bigfoot, and more. Thrilling freestyle motocross and the fire-breathing robot Arctic God. Meet the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks up close at the pre-show party. Special kids ticket prices coming August 23rd and 24th to Chase Center in San Francisco. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey. I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering. My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi,
Let's get you a basket.
Heart in concert in San Francisco. Chase Center in San Francisco, August 10th. A journey through the hits and timeless classics.
very special guest,
Hello, it's me.
Todd Rundgren. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Heart. Produced by Live Nation.
So, how's your research going?
Surprising. After I figured out the top-rated TVs in our price range, I went shopping for deals.
And who's the best?
It wasn't the internet, and it wasn't the Warehouse Club.
But?
It was video only. They had better deals on the Samsung, LG, and the Sony TVs that got the highest scores.
Better than online and at the club?
I know! Video only beat them all. And now we can afford an even better model for the same price. My research really paid off.
If we buy it video only.
Exactly. Otherwise, we'll be sorry.
At Video Only, you won't find huge stores with refrigerators or microwaves, but you will find the best deals on top-rated TVs, soundbars, and monitors. Shop around. Just make sure you visit Video Only, because if you don't,
You'll be sorry.
In Mountain View, San Mateo, Union City, Dublin, and San Rafael. Video Only.
Now back to the Violet and Black.
Here we go. Second half is underway.
It's time for the second half on the Golden State Valkyries Radio Network. Presented by Ollie, wellness that shows up for women.
33-23, Golden State over Los Angeles as we start the second half. Kevin Dan alongside Sophia Jones. The good news, the Valkyries are up 10 and the Sparks are shooting 28%, but you got to feel like at some point the Sparks offense is going to wake up, so the Valkyries are going to need to continue to score here.
They will, but on the flip side, Valkyries aren't shooting at an extremely high rate right now either, so you can hopefully expect the Valkyries to start waking up more on offense.
Knock on wood. So Valkyries will start on defense. Azurá Stevens will throw it into Julie Alamon, and we are underway here in the second half. Valkyries leading by 10. Alamon with the basketball between the rings, sends it left side, gets it right back from Rikia Jackson as they move it over to the right wing. Kelsey Plum gets a screen from Hamby, dribbles up top, left wing for Alamon, pass inside, deflected out of play by Tiffany Hayes, who almost collected it for a steal.
The Valkyries have been using a hard hedge on ball screens against Kelsey Plum, trying to get it out of her hands, and then backside rotations have all been on point, so there are no mismatches.
6 to shoot here for the Sparks. Kelsey Plum dribbles left wing, crossover, working on Hayes, spin move in the lane, well defended, but a foul called on Tiffany Hayes. And there'll be 2 free throws. The foul came with 1 on the shot clock. So Plum to the line, a 90% foul shooter this year, 7th in the WNBA in free throw percentage, averaging third most points per game in the W at 20.4 for the All-Star.
With these free throws, they're only Los Angeles' 3rd and 4th of the game. That's a very easy way that they could cut the deficit for themselves. Valkyries have to be careful, make sure that they continue to defend without fouling.
A 4-time All-Star, has been in the All-Star game each of the last 4 years, hits both free throws. It's 33-25. Valkyries lead is at 8. Hayes across the timeline. 5 assists in the first half for Tip. Gets it back from Veronica Burton, put it on the floor, back to V, open 3, catch and shoot, short. Hayes, the offensive rebound, power dribble, going back up and fouled from behind by Dearica Hamby.
Tiffany Hayes aggressive in pursuing that board, really got up there and then called her own number, putting it back up and drawing the foul against Dearica Hamby.
For Hamby, her second, 2 free throws for Hayes, 2 points, 5 assists in the first half for Tip. First free throw is up and short for Hayes, who's an 85% foul shooter this year. The Valkyries now 2 for 4 from the foul line. The Sparks 4 of 4. Only had 5 combined free throws in the first half.
And it's mostly because both teams are really opting to shoot the three-pointer right now.
Yeah, Valkyries are 21 attempts from distance. Hayes missing both free throws short. Plum curling, driving inside. Tough Euro step and knocked into the left shoulder of Veronica Burton, which is kind of holding. 33-27, 6-point lead for the Valkyries. Burton dribbling over to the right wing. Picks up the dribble, Salon up top. Salon dribble handoff, left wing, Hayes back to Burton. Reversing right side, Fagbenle, the handoff back to V. Pick and roll, Temi knocked away and stolen by Alamon. Quickly across the timeline, left wing with it. Waiting for her teammates to come along for the ride. Gets a screen, gets it back from Hamby. Bounce pass, the plum shot fake. Getting Hayes lifted in the air. Back out Hamby. Open three, 28%. Three-point shooter rattles it down. It's a 7-0 run for the Sparks. And a quick hook here from Natalie Nakase in the third quarter. The Sparks have cut the lead down to 3. 33-30 Golden State here on the 95-7 The Game. Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
1 in 8 women have thyroid issues.
Am I the one? I am kind of tired. I should see a doctor. Is it genetic? Does my health plan even cover tests like that? In-network? Out-of-network? Why is this always a whole big thing? Wait. I have Kaiser Permanente. So my coverage includes regular preventive care. Guess it doesn't have to be a whole big thing.
Kaiser Permanente. Healthcare that just works.
Hey, it's Steve. Sorry couldn't get to the phone. Leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's Jason from Chase. Congrats on closing day. Hope your daughter enjoys the new pool.
Start your home buying journey today with guaranteed on-time closing or get $5,000 if you qualify. From applications to managing your mortgage, we're with you all the way home. Chase, make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/home. Eligibility rules apply to the Chase Closing Guarantee. Home lending products subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
Wellness goals, PMS, pregnancy, menopause. Being a woman is a lot. Ollie is here to support with 2 new expert solutions available exclusively at Walmart. All new Period Hero and Balanced Perimeno work to combat discomfort and get you back to feeling like you. Ollie, do wellness on your terms and explore products at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. Ollie! These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The following is an attorney advertisement. If you get sidelined by your workplace injury, the workers' compensation attorneys at Boxer and Gerson can help you get back in the game. Our team of skilled attorneys will fight by your side for the treatment and compensation you deserve. We care about justice for injured workers. That's what makes us Northern California's premier workers' comp law firm. Call Boxer and Gerson at 510-835-8870 or visit boxerlaw.com for a free consultation. Boxer and Gerson, your life is worth the fight.
And we're back, live during a Flex Alert. Dialed in on the thermostat. Oh, we're pre-cooling before 4 p.m., folks.
And that's the end of the third. Time to set it back to 78 from 4 to 9 p.m. Clutch move by the home team. What's the game plan from here on out?
Laundry?
Not today.
Dishwasher?
Sidelined.
What a performance by Team California. The power truly is ours.
During a Flex Alert, pre-cool, power down, and let's beat the heat together.
This is Natalie Nakase, and you're listening to the Valkyries on your home for WNBA basketball 95.7 The Game.
Time for This Week in WNBA History, presented by Sephora, the official beauty partner of the Golden State Valkyries. On August 9, 2002, Margot Diedick, then playing for the Utah Stars, became the first WNBA player to record 500 blocks. Asia Wilson recorded her 500th career block against 500th career block against the Valkyries on Wednesday. Veronica Burton with it out of the timeout, sends it up top to Tiffany Hayes. Left wing, Xana Lucini. Valkyries lead down to 3. Burton attacking off the catch, down the lane, off the glass, drop the foul and scores over Rakia Jackson. Uno para Burton.
Veronica Burton is one of the best point guards in the league in keeping her dribble. She doesn't get flustered when nothing's transpiring on offense. When the lane opened up at the end for her to drive, she took it and finished with the and one.
Foul line, free throw to complete the three-point play. She buries in the Valkyries, bump the lead up to 6. Much needed three-point play out of the timeout. Picking up Alamon in the backcourt, 36-30 Valkyries. 8 minutes to go, third quarter. Stevens turning, catching, driving inside, and fouled on the pass.
Valkyries showed some 2-2-1, three-quarter court pressure back into zone. But with Dearica Hamby and Azurá Stevens, that high-low action is always a threat.
Plum into Stevens, catch and shoot, corner three off the front rim, no. Tapped around and squeezed by Tiffany Hayes. Cross the timeline with it, dribbles over to the left wing, peels it back out, screen from Temi, dribbles up top, crossing over to her left, pick and roll back, Bentley open inside, bounce past the Burton. Her momentum carried her right underneath the rim, so there was no shot for her to have down low. Burton inside to Temi, great low post action. Close to a three in the key. Two to shoot, has to put it up. Just gets it off in time with the left hand, can't hit it. Rebound, Rakia Jackson racing the other way for the Sparks with Salon to beat. Euro step down the lane, runs it up, around and out, no good. Temi pulls down the rebound, her 5th of the game. Burton right side, 9 points in this game for the point guard. Crossover, carves her way inside. Chechi, extra pass to Hayes, all the way to the 10. Easy lane, and she blows past the Sparks defense.
Great transition defense and pushing pace on the other end. You get that ball movement, and the lane just opens wide up for Tiffany Hayes.
Stevens pass to Anna Lucini, inside to Hamby, an easy 2 for De'Erica Hamby, who started 1 for 4. And it's 38-32. 6-point lead for the Valkyries, 6:45 to go third quarter. Hayes the screen from Temi. Picks it up, skips it right side. Salon, catch and shoot three. Drills it, 41-32. Wasn't sure that was going to get there, but it did. And Salon now with 8 points. Crossover, Burton almost ripped Kelsey Plum. Up top, Hamby barreling down the right alley. Lays it in, and a foul on Fag Bentley. What a move by De'Erica Hamby.
De'Erica Hamby, she hit her last 3, so Temi Fagbenle had a bit of a shorter or longer closeout against her. And De'Erica Hamby does such a great job of just putting the ball on the floor and finishing at the rim.
3rd foul on Temi. Drew Pear comes in. 3rd team foul, excuse me. 41-35. Rupert in for Temi. Here's Veronica Burton across the timeline. Rupert hands it off. Hayes speeding to the 10. Plays it in with the left hand off the glass. 43-35. Valkyries by 8. Hayes up to 6 points. Burton nearly a steal. Gets it to Hamby to a back-cutting Julie Alamon. Should have been a steal. Leads to a layup the other way, though, for the Sparks. 43-37. Lead at 6. Burton to Rupert, handing back V, getting downhill, cut off by Alamon to Rupert. Open 3, short, rebound. Salon can't control it, taken by Kelsey Plum of the Sparks. Plum to Stevens. Azare dribbling around Rupert, lays it up and draws a foul. That'll be the 4th team foul already on the Valkyries with 5:36 to go in the 3rd quarter and 2 free throws upcoming.
This is how Los Angeles really gets into their offensive rhythm. Make or miss, they just get the ball and push. Their forwards do a great job of sprinting the floor, and they get early down low positioning that really puts the defense in a predicament.
Azure Stevens, 78% foul shooter, misses the first. A career 78% foul shooter coming into this season, which is her 8th in the WNBA. She was drafted 6th overall by the Wings in 2018. First team all-rookie, and in the conversation for most improved player this year, though.
Welcome to What's Next for your career and for your future in healthcare. Carrington College is hosting our biggest open house yet, Thursday, August 14th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come explore hands-on healthcare training programs, meet instructors, watch live demonstrations, tour the campus. You could graduate in as few as 9 months, prepared to step into a new career. Ready for what's next? We're ready for you. Reserve your spot today at carrington.edu/events. Programs vary by location. Visit carrington.edu/SCI for important information on program outcomes.
Red Eddie. Gear up for epic football game days under the Vegas sun. Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Dive into 6 temperature-controlled pools or relax in luxurious lounge chairs, day beds, and private cabanas. Feel the energy and catch every play from every game on our massive 143-foot screen. When it comes to watching football all season long, nowhere comes close. Grab your spot at Stadium Swim today at circalasvegas.com.
The Odyssey Instant Win of the Week, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Sacramento delivered a masterful 6-0 shutout victory over Washington. After 3 big runs in the second inning, they continued to score, and the pitching staff came through with a shutout performance.
Swing by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15-minute drive-through oil change today. Get in, get out, and get back on the road. No appointment needed. Get coupons at VIOC.com.
Guys, by now you've heard me talk about Collars & Co., makers of the dress collar polo. They've already sold over 1 million of these amazing shirts. Well, Collars & Co. just came out with the new Maverick Performance Blazer. This blazer is sharp and wrinkle resistant, so you can travel anywhere with it. Just throw it in your bag and it will remain wrinkle-free. It even comes with security zip pockets, a sunglasses loop, and an optional pocket square. So visit collarsandco.com and use code TIKI for 20% off at collarsandco.com.
At Verizon, lock in a low price on the best 5G in Sacramento and be the best you. Check where your ride is for your trip into the office. Get that almost impossible dinner reservation and save big with Verizon while you do it all. Switch today and pay $50 a month for a single line. That's right, just $50 a month when you bring in your phone on unlimited welcome with autopay plus taxes and fees. Stop by your nearest Verizon store today. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score Report dated 2H 2024. Your results may vary. Additional terms apply.
Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you, the gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
2 to go, third quarter. Driving past Plum, sidestepping her way in traffic, and she's called for the travel. So the Sparks ball, 48-43 with 3:39 to go in the third. 11th turnover for the Valkyries. Number starting to creep up there. Alamon, the hand back from Plum. Crossover dribble, has a look at a three from the right wing. Spins off the iron. Kyla Charles tracking down the rebound just as it crosses, before it crosses the sideline. Burden across the timeline, right side. The hand back from Rupert. Fires a three, drills it! 51-43. A straight-on triple makes it an 8-point Valkyries lead. Plum attacking right back. Beautiful no-touch pass up top to Brink from Alamon, but she misses the three. Burden the rebound and bring up 12 points for V. Across the timeline, in and out dribble with the left. Hezzy into the corner Salon. Jab step on Brink and now shovels it off for Hayes. Left wing with it, pick and roll. Janelle down the lane, underneath the hoop to a cutting Burden. Right down the lane, scoop to the hoop, it lays it in. Valkyries by 10, timeout. Called by Lynn Roberts. It's an 8-0 GSV run. Just the response the Valkyries needed after the Sparks cut it to 2.
Great response, especially for Veronica Burton. Throughout this game, she has always seemed to provided a bucket when the team needed it most. But credit to Janelle Salon, not forcing the issue, but instead finding her open teammate moving off ball.
Well, the Valkyries have lost 2 straight trying to snap this mini skid. This is what Natalie Nakase had to say about why the Valkyries have lost their last 2 games.
Transition defense hurt us a little bit. If we look back at exactly what I thought was the easier points that we gave up. I noticed teams obviously want to push against us because we're top in defense. So I get it. Like, you don't want to play against our set defense. You're going to look to push. And then I think just rebounding, like, it has to be, it is our identity. We just got to make sure we do a great job at it.
53-43, Valkyries leading by 10, 2:44 to go third quarter, and you just pointed a stat out to me. This is a Sparks team that likes to get up and down the floor. How about 2 fast break points for the entire game?
And especially when Coach Nakase just talked about the team's transition defense as Stephen Curry is in the building and gets a loud ovation from the Chase Center crowd. But going back to our game here, only 2 fast break points for the Sparks. And Coach Nakase mentioned the rebounding as well. Golden State is out rebounding Los Angeles 25-20. So in both those areas that she was concerned about, Valkyries have made that adjustment.
So Steph Curry and Aisha, they've been to Valkyries games before, but his god sister is Cameron Brink. So there's a big tie here for him especially. He's long been a supporter of women's basketball. As Cameron Brink will throw it into Julie Van Loo, the former Valkyrie, will bring it across the timeline. Up top with it. Valkyrie's showing perhaps a 2-3 look here defensively. Yeah, it is a zone. Ray Burrell in the right wing. Hands off Kelsey Plum. Fans chanting defense here at Ball Hollow to Van Loo. Thought about the 3. Put on the deck. Finding Hamby. Driving dish. Van Loo catch and shoot. 3. No good. Too short. Tapped out. Rebound. Squeezed by Kelsey Plum. A new 14 to work with. And a great look inside to Hamby for the lay-in. 53-45 Valkyries. 2:10 to go third quarter.
That's one of the dangers of a zone defense. And someone has a set matchup, it can make it a little bit more difficult to rebound.
Rupert gives it over to Burton. Crossover dribble nearly stolen by Van Loo, who's in her hip pocket. 6 to shoot, and they do call the foul on Julie Van Loo. That'll be the 3rd team foul on the Sparks. Fourth team foul. Thank you, Sophia. Yeah, I forgot how to read numbers for a second.
Just took a second to update. You're good.
So here is Ileana Rupert. Rupert looking over to Veronica Burton on the right wing. Driving past Van Loo to the short corner, in the dunker spot was Tiffany Hayes for the easy layup.
And I want to point out, it's so important that Ileana Rupert is on the court right now because she's forcing Cam Brink away from the rim and out to the three-point line as Chechi.
The big block on Ray Burrell. Burton left wing with it. Can the Valkyries extend the lead? Rupert 3. A little short. It looked good. Illy couldn't hit it, though. And here is Kelsey Plum for the Sparks. Right wing dancing with a dribble, a hop in her step. Trying to set up a step back. No, over to Hamby instead. Hamby on Zandalicini. Halts the handle. Back to Plum. Rip through move. Euro step to the left wing. Pass fake and a 3 from Cameron Brink. She knocks it down. 5 points off the bench for Brink with a block in 10 minutes.
Just in the same way Ileana Rupert can space the floor, Cam Brink, they can knock down that three-pointer as well.
Here is Burton up top. Rupert put it on the deck for Kyla Charles. Gets the screen. Looking inside. They're going to get a foul, and that'll be free throws. It's going to go on Hamby Rupert to the line. So the Valkyries held the Sparks to 23 points in the first half. The Sparks scored 25 points in the third quarter alone. Well, you knew that they were eventually going to get going offensively.
You did, but for the Valkyries, they've started putting more points on the board themselves, which is what you need to do to counteract that offensive onslaught.
And Rupert hits the first free throw. Illy hasn't shot a lot of free throws this year, but she hasn't missed any. She's 8 of 8. Yes, let's knock on wood here in the broadcast booth. One more coming for Illy. 56-48 to make it a 9-point lead. Illy releases the second one, and it's short. And the rebound there for the Sparks and Rakia Jackson. So here comes Julie Van Loo. Left wing, back to Rakia Jackson. Had a hot start, hasn't scored since. Looking inside for Brink. Knocked away by Rupert. Good low post D. Good low post défense, they might say in France. At least the last word there. As Fack Bentley comes back in for Illy. Temi, 4 points, 5 boards in this game. Kelsey Plum will throw it in. Plum with 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Into Van Loo. Dribbles right side. Screen from Burrell. Has an open 3. Off the bounce. Can't get it. Temi the rebound. Good box out of Brink. And a 1-second difference between shot and game. And the Valkyries, besides taking a couple of haymakers here in this period, they could potentially win this quarter or be even in the third with a bucket here. 12 seconds to go. It's Burden guarded closely by Plum. Here comes the screen from Fag Bentley to free up V. Into the corner. Catch and shoot three for Kyla Charles. Is short. Offensive rebound almost for Tiffany Hayes. A lot of contact down low, and we just play this out. A little talking.
The Odyssey Instant Win of the Week. Brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Sacramento delivered a masterful 6-0 shutout victory over Washington. After 3 big runs in the second inning, they continued to score, and the pitching staff came through with a shutout performance.
Swing by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15-minute drive-through oil change today. Get in, get out, and get back on the road. No appointment needed. Get coupons at VIOC.com.
Guys, by now you've heard me talk about Collars & Co., makers of the dress collar polo. They've already sold over 1 million of these amazing shirts. Well, Collars & Co. just came out with the new Maverick Performance Blazer. This blazer is sharp and wrinkle resistant, so you can travel anywhere with it. Just throw it in your bag and it will remain wrinkle-free. It even comes with security zip pockets, a sunglasses loop, and an optional pocket square. So visit collarsandco.com and use code TIKI for 20% off at collarsandco.com.
At Verizon, lock in a low price on the best 5G in Sacramento and be the best you. Check where your ride is for your trip into the office. Get that almost impossible dinner reservation and save big with Verizon while you do it all. Switch today and pay $50 a month for a single line. That's right, just $50 a month when you bring in your phone on unlimited welcome with autopay plus taxes and fees. Stop by your nearest Verizon store today. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score Report dated 2H 2024. Your results may vary. Additional terms apply.
Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
You look great. What have you been doing? I found Zelthy. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe the same active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s for 80 to 90% less without insurance. All of mine shipped right to your door.
Get started with Zelthy today for just $39. Call pound 250 and say keyword CARE. That's CARE to pound 250.
Emma never knew her face wash was stripping her skin until she tried Olay Cleansing Melts.
I can't wait to wash my face a better clean. Just wait for texture, tone, and feel improved in 7 days.
Olay Cleansing Melts activates a rich microbubble lather that leaves your skin feeling soft, not stripped. For a deep clean you can't resist.
I can't wait to wash my face, only Olay.
And limiting the Sparks to 35%. Kevin Dana, Sophia Jones with you. Sophia, what's it going to take to close this thing out?
Sparks were able to get back into this game, not even as much with their shooting, but on the free throw line. So the Valkyries need to defend without fouling and continue to protect the paint. They gave up 10 points in the paint in that third quarter, primarily to Dearica Hamby.
Carlo late across the timeline, poked in the backcourt by Julie Van Loo and forced her to step into the backcourt the second time she tried to collect it. So an over and back violation on the Valkyries to start the fourth. Good on-ball pressure there from Julie Van Loo.
And with the matchup, I'm sure Julie went up against Carla plenty of times at Valkyries practices. So She kind of knows her tendencies on and where to look.
Van Loo directing traffic. Sparks catching A little bit of fire there in the third quarter. Bounce pass Cameron Brink over to Van Loo. Up top to Plum. Sliding pass Hayes down the lane. Blocked from behind by Chechi, out of bounds to the Sparks, but they only have 3 to shoot with 9:28 to play in the fourth.
Usually it can be a risk helping strong side when there's a shooter in the corner, but Chechi's gamble proved worth it. Second block of the game.
Inbounds pass Van Loo. Goes into the corner, deflected by Chechi. Burrell has to beat the shot clock and misfires from the corner. A long 2 or a 3, either or, it's no good. And a rebound to the Valkyries. Chechi, 14 points in the first half, didn't score in the third quarter. Has it high right side. Crossover between the legs, screen from Temi. It's an illegal screen, and so the Valkyries have turned it over on their first 2 possessions. I'll give them 12 turnovers. So they took away a turnover from earlier.
Could have potentially been a little bit of an embellishment, but sometimes players got to do what they got to do. So Rickea Jackson got the turnover for her team, but Tiffany Hayes got another rebound and the stop.
One missing a left wing 3. Hayes trying to split the defense, draws the foul, and is down on the court. Slow to get up. I think she's okay, just taking a little time to collect herself. Let's see. Yeah, I think she's fine. Yeah, she's going to get helped up. Well, it hasn't been Kelsey Plum's game. Hasn't hit a 3, 0 for 4, and just 1 of 8 from the field. Foul again on Cameron Brink, her second. Yeah, well, Tiffany Hayes is going to kind of walk gingerly over to the bench.
She's just coming back from having a leg injury, so hopefully it's not that same injury that was aggravating her.
Inbounds pass to Carla Late. Late put on the deck for Fag Benley. Directing traffic. Now Kyla Charles attacking from the left wing. Temi looking around. The handoff Late. 5 to shoot. Carla Late. Stop and pop. Right elbow. Pull up. Hits it. Tough shot from Carla Late. Her first field goal of the game. And it's 58-48 Valkyries. 90 seconds gone by in the fourth. Rickea Jackson trying to work her way past Anna Lucini. Sets up Alamon instead on the right wing. Defensive breakdown, but it's an illegal screen. The shot was blocked at the rim, but there was an illegal screen called first. It goes on Kelsey Plum. And a timeout called by Lynn Roberts. Not sure if she's challenging that, but it is a timeout, so we will take the break. 8:21 to go, fourth quarter. Valkyries leading by 10, 58-48 on the 95.7 The Game Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
Hey, you've reached Teresa and Benny. You know the drill.
Hey, Teresa, it's Armando from Chase. Congrats on closing. I'm sure Benny will love playing fetch in your new backyard.
Your Chase Home Lending Advisor will be there from pre-approval to closing. We're with you all the way home. Chase, make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/home. Home lending products subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
Heart in concert in San Francisco. Chase Center in San Francisco. August 10th. A journey through the hits and timeless classics. With very special guest, Todd Rundgren. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Heart. Produced by Live Nation.
History in the Bay, our way. The Golden State Valkyries are spreading their wings for their inaugural WNBA season, and fans can celebrate by donning Valkyrie Violet and Black with the latest gear from the Golden State shop at Thrive City. Strong, bold, and fierce is the DNA of the Valkyries, and our wide variety of jerseys, tees, hoodies, jackets, hats, and more showcase that stylish, powerful look. Visit us at the shop in Thrive City or shop online at shop.valkyries.com to own your piece of history.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
This is Carla Late, and you're listening to the Valkyries on your home for WNBA basketball, 95-7 the game.
Don't miss the Valkyries take on coast-to-coast competition at Ball Hall and catch massive matchups against the Liberty Aces, Lynx, and Dreams. Secure your coast-to-coast mini plan now at Valkyries.com. GSV Rock Outlet timeout. Some San Francisco Giants in the building. The Giants just played earlier this afternoon right across the street. It's the Washington Nationals right wing Cecilia Zandalusini skipping into the corner, pass batted out of play by Julia Alamont. It looked like Alamont was almost trying to start a fast break with that poke. Thought she might have been able to catch it.
But it's a good thing for the Valkyries that she didn't catch it.
Yeah.
They would have ran the other direction.
Bounce pass, Burton to late. Carla gets the screen from Temi all the way to the hoop. Off the glass, no good on the layup attempt. Tough shot, didn't go. Plum racing the other way for the Sparks. Good look inside to Burrell. Got Zandalusini lifted. And if she had just kind of gone up, it would have been free throws. But instead, it's going to be side out of bounds.
That's the first foul in the fourth quarter for the Valkyries. They put the Sparks into the bonus during the third, so have to monitor that statistic here to not let the Sparks just get easy shots.
It's the third on Chechi. Alamont over to Plum, right wing. Guarded there by Burton. Sparks yet to score in the fourth. Jackson, drive and dish. Alamont wide open three. No good. Offensive rebound. Jackson inside. Back out to Alamont. Another wide open three. That one she ain't missing. 58-51. Lead is 7 for the Valkyries. 7:37 to go in a must-have game. Both teams 14 and 15 tied for the last playoff spot right now. Valkyries have the tiebreaker right now, so they are currently in 8th. Could change tonight. Fag Bentley driving on break to the hoop, lays it high off the window and down. Great touch by Temi. 60-51, Valkyries by 9. Right side, Plum, guarded by Lake, crossover down the lane, draws a crowd out to Brink, barging down Broadway, kicks out Plum, shot fake. Burton was there on the catch, 9 to shoot. Dribbling between the legs, trying to scoot past Burton. Great defense, tough fall away, doesn't get it. Veronica with a great defensive possession.
Veronica Burton putting the seatbelt on Kelsey Plum. Stay with her on the shot, on the dribble throughout the whole defensive possession.
Right wing, Burton up top, Janelle into the corner. Carla Late, they post up Temi. Drives past Plum, bounce past Salon, 3 in the air. It's good! 63-51, Valkyries by 12. Salon in double figures with 11. Crossover, Alamont. Alamont to the left wing. Jackson, little head fake on Chechi. Back up top, Alamont reversing right side, Burrell. Shaded by Salon. Crossover, setting up Alamont. Touch pass to Jackson, left wing 3. No good. Great box out of Brink by Fag Bentley. And here is Burton on the left wing. Screen from Salon. Late is open on the wing. Won't get it. They post up Temi instead on the much smaller Plum. Spins off Plum. Doubled on the block. Kicks it back out. Burton. Late a 3. Incroyable! Carla Late, a magnifique. 66-51. The other way. Plum. Over to Rakia Jackson. Driving on. Zandalusini, turnaround in the lane, no good, too strong. The rebound yanked down by Janelle Salon. Valkyries up 15 with the ball, 5.5 to go. Figure another bucket could get another timeout. Up top, Salon, reversing left side for Zandalusini. Now Burton with it overhead, skip to Fag Bentley, back to Veronica, put it on the deck, pick and roll, and Fag Bentley lost it out of bounds. 5:13 to play here in the fourth.
even though that possession resulted in a turnover. You like the connectedness that this group is showing on offense right now, not letting the ball stick. It's moving around. Everyone is touching the basketball before a shot attempt goes up.
And they did use 22 seconds, and time is starting to become a factor here for the Sparks. Plum high right side, Van Shannon defense here at Chase Center. Alamon getting the screen, back to Plum, jab step, working on Burton to the elbow and back out for Jackson, turning the corner, gets down the lane, misses the layup. Salon takes the rebound away from Hamby. Oh, gets it back to Burton, who gets drilled by Rickea Jackson inadvertently. She was just going for the basketball. Hard foul regardless. And for Rickea, that'll be the second team foul and the second personal foul as well. Jackson hasn't scored since the first quarter. She has been on an absolute tear as of late. Santa Lucini hand back to Burton, right wing with it. In fact, Bentley wants it. Instead, she'll set the screen for Veronica. Turns the corner on Burrell. Great pass inside. Reverse layup. Not there for Carla Lay. Puts the second one in. Valkyries up 17. It's a 10-0 Golden State run. 68-51. Hamby to Rickea Jackson. Jab step setting up Burrell for a left wing three. The drought continues for the Sparks, but an offensive rebound. Alamon, lefty layup off the glass, and it goes. Finally, the Sparks score. 68-53, 4:07 to go. The Valkyries close to putting the finishing touches on this one, but it ain't over yet. Burton, right side of the floor. To Temi, the hand back Veronica. 3:55 to play, 7 on the timer. Trying to drive on Plum. Nice crossover, gets tripped up by Plum. And, oh, they're talking to each other. Veronica pushed in the back as she was kind of leaning over Kelsey Plum. And they're going to review this. So we keep it here. This is not a TV timeout, not a commercial timeout.
Number 10, Kelsey Plum, third personal, third team.
Ooh,
Yes.
So it looks like Kelsey Plum really kind of kicked out her foot
Big time.
and collided with Veronica Burton's shin. And I think she just looking for that possible upgrade, and I think Veronica just wasn't happy with that.
I wouldn't be happy with that either. That was a kick. I mean, it's not a violent kick, but she lifted her leg up and like got her on the knee too. It wasn't just like, feet got tangled.
And Veronica has been one of the most poised players in the WNBA this year, in my opinion, to have as many consistent minutes as she does. And so you never see those types of reactions out of her. There wasn't even much of a reaction.
My guess, I'm going to say flagrant on Kelsey Plum and a technical on Burton.
I would probably agree with that.
Because they could consider what she did as taunting because she's like leaning over her. It's to me on Kelsey Plum that has to be a flagrant one. We talk about wind up, impact, and follow through. And that leg is out there.
It was out. It looks like she was almost going for the ball a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Like
she was
trying
going for
to kick
the ball.
Yep, you're right.
And so, but they don't really consider intent with all of these as we listen to this.
A flagrant foul on number 10, Kelsey Plum.
Yeah, so just
And
a
that's
flagrant.
it.
Thought they might have hit Veronica because of the leaning, standing over Kelsey Plum. Sometimes they get sensitive about that, officials.
Yeah, but you know what? I think knowing Veronica's history, and I talked about the poise that she plays with, she's not one that this could potentially escalate. So I think that's the right decision, but definitely a flagrant foul. And kind of like I was saying, intent doesn't matter in the upgrading. And so even though Kelsey Plum intended to kick the ball, she got a lot of Veronica Burton in there.
Yeah. Both free throws good, 70-53. The Valkyries up by 17 with 3:52 to go. They get the ball back. So Burton now up to a game-high 16 points. 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. Late throws it into V. Guarded by Kelsey Plum still. Fans are really getting into this. It's a beat LA chant. The crossover on the baseline for Fag Bentley. Good catch and finish, and the Valkyries are up 19 now.
The off-ball movement has been on display this game for the Valkyries. Tammy Fag Bentley operating in that dunker spot perfectly.
Rakia Jackson strong on a left wing 3, and this game feels pretty over right now. Valkyries have completely taken the wind out of the Sparks sails. Burton, by Plum, gets a screen from Chechi. Up top to Salon, catch and shoot 3, no good. A rebound to Rakia Jackson. Jackson off for the Erica Hamby, and now Plum with it. Gets the screen, pick and roll. Hamby batted out of play by Temi Fag Bentley. She's saying she knocked it off Hamby, but it will stay here with 2:58 to go, and that'll take us to our under 3 mandatory. The Valkyries got this thing under control, up 72-53 with 2:58 to play in the fourth on the 95.7 The Game Golden State Valkyries radio network.
Hey, you've reached Teresa and Benny. You know the drill.
Hey, Teresa, it's Armando from Chase. Congrats on closing. I'm sure Benny will love playing fetch in your new backyard.
Your Chase Home Lending Advisor will be there from pre-approval to closing. We're with you all the way home. Chase, make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/home. Home lending products subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
Heart in concert in San Francisco. Chase Center in San Francisco, August 10th. A journey through the hits and timeless classics. With very special guest, Todd Rundgren. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Heart. Produced by Live Nation.
History in the Bay, our way. The Golden State Valkyries are spreading their wings for their inaugural WNBA season, and fans can celebrate by donning Valkyrie violet and black with the latest gear from the Golden State shop at Thrive City. Strong, bold, and fierce is the DNA of the Valkyries, and our wide variety of jerseys, tees, hoodies, jackets, hats, and more showcase that stylish, powerful look. Visit us at the shop in Thrive City or shop online at shop.valkyries.com to own your piece of history.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
This is Carla Late, and you're listening to the Valkyries on your home for WNBA basketball, 95.7 The Game.
Inbounds pass. They just showed somebody wearing the Late Show shirt here. It's awesome. It's an awesome shirt. Spelled L-E-I-T-E. The Sparks turn it over right out of the timeout. Stolen by Veronica Burton. And Carla's going to come onto the floor next dead ball. As Hayes has it left side. Fag Bentley, left wing. Stepping inside the arc. Handing to Burton. Left baseline with it. Looking around. Overhead skip. Finding Hayes. Catching right wing. Launching a three. Too strong. Hits the rim. Rebound on the weak side for Sanaya Fagan, who just checked in. First time we've seen her today. Left wing Sarah Ashley Barker into the ballgame for the first time, as well as Lynn Roberts has put in the reserves. Alyssa Peely, the former Minnesota Lynx, is into the ballgame, posting up Salon down low. And now the Valkyries going to put in some reserves as Ray Burrell lays it up and in at the next dead ball. Those reserves will come in. Caitlin Chen's coming to the court. to the scorer's table, I should say. 2 minutes go, 72-55 Valkyries. Veronica Burton, crossover, left wing on Van Loo to the corner. Hayes for Salon. Hand off to Chechi. Back Bentley, back to Chechi. Has an open look at a three. Oh, it looked good. It was a little short. Rebound tapped by the Sparks to Peely. And here comes Burrell down the lane. Sets up Fagan out to Peely for a left wing three off the front rim. And that will carry him out of play with 1:34 to go. And that will allow the subs to come in for the Valkyries. So Caitlin Chen, Leticia Mihir, and Kate Martin checking in for the first time. Big round of applause for the Valkyries starters coming off the floor.
Starters put in so much work. Came out in the fourth quarter on a mission.
Late will trot it across the timeline as the Valkyries will get their 15th win of the season, get back to 500. Bounce pass to Kate Martin. Dribble handoff with a Mihir and up top to Carla Lake. Gets the screen from Salon. Now Chen at the foul line for Martin. Catch and shoot three. Too short. Rebound on the weak side for Van Loo. Pushing the pace the other way. Speeding into the front court. Veering to the right wing and into the hands of Burrell. Looking for a cover. It's Alyssa Peely. Backing her way down on Salon. Got knocked off her spot, but it's going to be a foul called on Janelle Salon on the take to the 10. So 2 free throws for Alyssa Peely. Peely played for Lynn Roberts at Utah. Was a Pac-12 Player of the Year there.
Coach Roberts talked about it's for Alyssa Peely. She hasn't even had many practices to kind of get integrated into this system. So Valkyries are almost catching a little bit of a break, not having her quite in the flow of the offense and defensive schemes because she's a weapon.
Yeah, Lynn Roberts said they've had 2 practices since the All-Star break. So it's just been game here for the Sparks. 1 and 2 free throw in for Peely at 72-56. Across the timeline, Chen gets her pocket picked by Van Loo, and she'll lay it up and in. 72-58. Van Loo with the steal on Caitlin Chen. Kate Martin across the timeline, bounce pass to Carla Late. Rip through move on Sarah Ashley Barker, has it left wing. It's the screen from Amir, doesn't really use it, driving left alley.
Head to Safeway this week for these amazing digital deals for members. USDA Choice Boneless Beef Top Round London Broil, just $4.97 per pound. Limit 2 packages. Add ears of sweet corn as a side for just 27 cents each. Limit 10. And for you cheese lovers, Lucerne chunk or cream cheese or Sargento shredded or sliced cheese, just $2.47 each. Limit 4 items of various sizes and varieties. Visit Safeway.com for more details. See you in the aisles.
Welcome to What's Next for your career and for your future in healthcare. Carrington College is hosting our biggest open house yet, Thursday, August 14th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come explore hands-on healthcare training programs, meet instructors, watch live demonstrations, tour the campus. You could graduate in as few as 9 months, prepared to step into a new career. Ready for what's next? We're ready for you. Reserve your spot today at carrington.edu/events. Programs vary by location. Visit carrington.edu/SCI for important information on program outcomes.
Red Eddie. Gear up for epic football game days under the Vegas sun. Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Dive into 6 temperature-controlled pools or relax in luxurious lounge chairs, day beds, and private cabanas. Feel the energy and catch every play from every game on our massive 143-foot screen. When it comes to watching football all season long, nowhere comes close. Grab your spot at Stadium Swim today at circalasvegas.com.
The music is live, the drinks are cold, and the vibes are unbeatable. It's the Summer Concert Series at the Officers Club in McClellan Park. Join us on the outdoor patio for an evening of great bands, delicious food, and good times under the stars. Concerts run August through September, and the best part? Admission is free. Bring your friends, kick back, and make it a summer to remember. Visit theofficersclub.com for the full lineup.
See who comes over to put on the headset. But a nice win for the Valkyries, shooting 44% from the field tonight and limiting the Sparks to just 33%. Japanese Heritage Night tonight. And Natalie Nakasa is going to talk with some season ticket holders after the game. That'll be fun. The fans, the players throwing stuff out to the fans right now, being handed victory balls or something like that. Those little kind of palm-sized little basketballs. Kate Martin's got a good arm on her. She's throwing one kind of our way. Yeah, all right. It landed 10 rows in front of us. Not super close to us, but
I think that would have been kind of wrong if we decided to keep that for ourselves.
I would keep it for myself.
Okay, well, that one's on you then.
So, Tiffany Hayes is going by the headset. Tiffany putting the headset on. Tip, thanks for joining us. Kevin Dan and Sophia Jones with you. And, Tip, we got to ask you about the team defense because this Sparks team has scored at least 100 points in 5 of their last 6 games. That's a WNBA record. You hold them to under 60 tonight as a team. What works so well for you guys defensively?
I mean, trusting each other. I think when we trust each other as a team, we can do anything we want to do. And that was our main priority coming into this game was we have to trust each other knowing that we're going to be where we need to be on defense. And we did an amazing job of that. And kudos to us, man, for coming in and just trusting each other, getting it done.
Tip, in that fourth quarter, you guys really blew the lead wide open. What was the mindset that you guys came out with to extend that?
Man, we're trying to do something that's not been done. We're trying to get to the playoffs, so we wanted to bring that mindset today, and I think we did a hell of a job doing that.
That you did, and as a result, you have the tiebreaker with the Sparks, 15-15 now, and a good floor game for you, Tip. 8.7 rebounds, 6 assists. What was working well for you out there today?
Just finding what I needed to do on the court. Shots weren't really falling like that, but I was able to find my teammates. I was able to get in there and help the post players rebound, and that's just what I do. If something's not working, I go to the next thing, and I just keep going and trying to find what's working for me to help the team the most.
Last question here, Tip. You touched on the trust that this group has with each other, but it felt like the connectedness was really on display today. Movement, off ball and offense and defensively, things just seem to have moved on a string. Can you talk about what happens when your team enters that rhythm and what's that like on the court?
It's amazing, man, just to be out there and be a part of something like that. It's all about the trust. And when we do that, it's nothing we can't do. You can see it in our rhythm out there. You can see it in our flow when we're playing. It just all comes so easy and natural. So when we're all on a string and we're all connected, we can do anything.
Tip, thanks so much for your time. Congrats on the win.
Thank you so much.
That's Tiffany Hayes joining us after the 72-59 win over the Los Angeles Sparks. We'll talk about it on the Violet and Black post-game show when we return here on the 95.7 The Game Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
Thank you for listening to the Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
Night. Buenas noches.
Presented by Chase, the official financial services provider of the Golden State Valkyries.
Be part of history as the Golden State Valkyries take the court in their inaugural 2025 season. Single game tickets are on sale now. Get your tickets now at Valkyries.com.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey. I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, Let's get you a basket.
Wellness goals, PMS, pregnancy, menopause. Being a woman is a lot. Ollie is here to support with 2 new expert solutions available exclusively at Walmart. All new Period Hero and Balanced Perimeno work to combat discomfort and get you back to feeling like you. Ollie, do wellness on your terms and explore products at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
1 in 8 women have thyroid issues.
Am I the one? I am kind of tired. I should see a doctor. Is it genetic? Does my health plan even cover tests like that? In-network? Out-of-network? Why is this always a whole big thing? Wait. I have Kaiser Permanente. So my coverage includes regular preventive care. Guess it doesn't have to be a whole big thing.
Kaiser Permanente. Healthcare that just works.
For over 70 years, Golden State Lumber and Showroom has developed strong partnerships with top brands like Trex. Leading the way in performance-engineered decking and railing, Trex offers products that won't rot, splinter, or fade. Their sun-comfortable, heat-mitigating technology keeps decks cool underfoot, and Trex marine-grade decking withstands saltwater, sun, and sand. Explore their latest Transcend colors, Hatteras, and Salt Flat, featuring a 50-year limited residential warranty. For a link to Trex, visit GoldenStateLumber.com. Golden State, when you succeed, we succeed.
All guests on 95.7 The Game appear on the River Islands guest line.
Warriors head coach Steve Kerr now joining us on the River Islands guest line.
Joining us right now on the River Islands guest line, none other than Steph Curry.
River Islands in Lathrop is the best-selling master plan community in all of Northern California. With its lakes, parks, trails, and collection of new home neighborhoods, the good life can be your life. Isn't it time for you to discover the islands? The game is over.
Night.
But we are just getting started.
And here we go.
Welcome to the Violet and Black post-game show on the Golden State Valkyries radio network.
Time for your Kaiser Permanente game summary. It's a final here from Valhalla. The Valkyries defeat the Sparks 72-59 in front of a sold-out crowd. Surprise, surprise. For the 14th time in 14 regular season games, they improved to 15-15, limiting the Sparks to 33%, shooting, out-rebounding LA 37-31, and out-assisting them 20-15. Kevin Dana, Sophia Jones with you. A game the Valkyries had to have. They lost 2 in a row. You want the tiebreaker. If there's a team you want a tiebreaker against right now, it is the Los Angeles Sparks, and they accomplished that feat tonight.
They not only just beat the Sparks, it was a very comfortable win. Felt like within 5 minutes left in the game, the Valkyries, if they just coasted the rest of the duration, they were going to maintain that lead. But it was a great team effort. Felt like they just came out with the proper amount of energy and intention and focus on both ends of the floor, especially defense.
That is for sure. Let's continue along with that defensive theme because we've mentioned it all broadcast long. 5 of the last 6 games, 100-plus points for the Sparks, including their last 3 games. That included a 108-piece against the Storm. I should say that was a double overtime game in Seattle, but still, 102 last time out against the Connecticut Sun, and a season-low 59 points tonight. The defense, I mean, we've seen it time and time again. There's a reason the Valkyries have the number 1 field goal percentage defense in the entire WNBA, and they've been top half in pretty much every defensive stat for the most part this season. They were 6th in defensive rating. I imagine they'll be better than 6th in defensive rating after this game, but the defense was splendid in this one. And outside of the third quarter, they held them to under 15 points in 3 of 4 quarters. If you do that, you're probably going to win.
The defense just really moved on a string today. Anytime there was a drive, someone was right there. Anytime it got kicked out, a shooter was right there on the closeout. Valkyries just were in the right spots at all time. And it's not just coming down to one person. It's helping the helper. And that was on full display today. And the Sparks are second in the league in field goal percentage at 46.3. They shot 33% today. 3-point wise, they're also second to the Lynx at 35.6%. They shot 23.5. And last statistic, they are first in points in the paint, averaging above 40, and they were held to 24 today. Talk about the Valkyries just clogging the paint, not allowing anything easy to get in or let out.
Yeah, I mean, so many good statistics there, but for our chase style of the game, I believe it focuses on an individual.
That individual was Cecilia Zendalicini. She finished with 14 points off of 4-6 shooting from the 3-point line. Also had 2 steals and 2 blocks, so Chechi really got it done on both ends of the court, but 9 points in that second quarter really helped to provide the Valkyries some offense when the Sparks were still kind of lingering around.
Yeah, and really, you talk about the offense for the Valkyries. I thought it was super important that Well, they didn't really have that good of an offensive first half, the Valkyries. They lost the third quarter, but they hung with them in that third quarter. While the Sparks were starting to get their offense going a little bit, mostly because of the free throw shooting, as you were mentioning. They got 23 points in that third quarter, and that allowed them to kind of keep their edge, and then in the fourth quarter, really clamp down defensively and lock them out of this game.
Valkyries for the game were able to have 20 assists on 27 made field goals. Talk to Tiffany Hayes about some of that off-ball movement, but it felt like everyone was just looking out for each other. There wasn't any forces, but just taking what the defense gives you. And whenever you can simplify the game, which against the Sparks defense, if you do that, you can be successful, and the Valkyries were today.
You talked with Kyla Charles after practice yesterday. One of your questions about kind of the playoff race, and obviously we love talking about this kind of thing. And she mentioned, it is something that is discussed in the locker room, and it's just a huge leg up to have. We talked about the ramifications. Now you're in 8th place by yourself, 14 games to go. You still have 2 more home games than road games left this season, and with the way this team has played at Valhalla, now 9-5 at home, I mean, this is looking good. Obviously, it's far from locked up. I mean, they only have a 1-game lead on the Sparks, essentially a 2-game lead, but still, this is a really good position to be in.
Very good, and I'm sure that it lifts a weight off the Valkyries' shoulders, and whenever you can proceed less tense, it allows for them to just play more free-flowing, and I felt like today that they really played free. I mean,
yeah.
Sometimes when you play free, you get turnovers. They had 15 turnovers today. That's not a terrible number. But, yeah, for the Valkyries to just continue on this next stretch of games, a very winnable stretch of games with that weight just thrown away, I think that it'll help them improve. And they did this without Monique Billings as well. So, and we talk about finishing and sprinting through the finish line until playoff time, and then for playoff time, if they can tread water up until Mo can get back, because what she brings is kind of just a little last piece that this team is missing.
So it's going to be another 13 days until she gets reevaluated, because it was 8 days ago, August 1st, when it was announced that she was out for 3 weeks and going to be reevaluated in 3 weeks. So, at least another couple of weeks without Monique Billings, who's been awesome for the Valkyries this season. All right, I got a question for you, Sophie. So the Sparks host the Storm tomorrow, back in a back-to-back for Los Angeles. Who should Valkyries fans be rooting for? Because the Seattle Storm, they're 16-15, and if they lose that game, the Valkyries have the tiebreaker at the moment over the Sparks. The Valkyries would move into 7th. They'd also be tied, or they would also only have a half-game lead over 9th. But
you know what? That's a good question. I'm trying to look at some of these remaining games that the Storm have. It's not the easiest schedule, but with the acquisition of Brittany Sykes, can anticipate that move makes them better.
Yes.
And just when she starts to get integrated, then that team will improve. I think you want the Storm to get the win.
I agree. You want to make sure you're in the dance.
Yes.
I mean, it's cool to be 5th and 6th or whatever. Let's just make sure you're in the top 8.
Let's not get greedy here.
yeah, exactly. So the 3-game homestand wraps up on Monday against a Connecticut Sun team that the Valkyries are going to exact a little revenge on, because they started that last 5-game road trip in Uncasville, Connecticut, and Mohegan Sun lost 95-64. And I thought it was interesting. We talked about it, I believe, on the air. Natalie Nicase later saying, look, that day before, you're staying in a casino, you don't see natural light, and said, look, that probably didn't help matters for the Valkyries in that game. The Sun have been playing a little bit better as of late. Like they led for the majority of that first half against the Sparks. They were up 13 on the Sparks in that game on Thursday before losing by 11. Layla Lacan is a lot to handle. Their French guard. I mean, obviously Tina Charles is having a really good season. So, the Valkyries know firsthand that this team can get hot. They have good wins this year. They've defeated good teams. They've defeated the Liberty, So, look, it's not a gimme, but it's one that, you're looking at the schedule. You just got to beat the Sun at home.
And that's how simple it is. You have to beat this team at home, pick up another win. The Sun will be on the second game of a back-to-back. They play the Las Vegas Aces Sunday at 6 p.m. and then turn around and play the Valkyries Monday at 7 p.m. all Pacific time. So you can hope that they'll also be a little tired and worn out from that trip and the travel. But if you go into the game with that mindset, that's how the sun can run up on you.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. But take care of business tomorrow. You're above 500 with 13 games to go. I mean, even being 500 with 14 games to go, I know a lot of people didn't have those kind of expectations for the Valkyries.
A lot of people didn't, and I feel like we can't consider us in that conversation because from the first game that we watched the Valkyries play, I felt like we could tell this is a playoff squad.
Yep.
And they've proved exactly to be that.
All right. Well, Sophia, great work tonight. This was a lot of fun. Always fun being back home in Valhalla, especially when the Valkyries are victorious.
Love a Valkyries home dub in Valhalla. Hopefully you can get another one Monday night.
All right, we will talk to you on Monday, Sophia. We will wrap up the post-game show when we return here on the 95.7 The Game, Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey. I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering. My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, let's get you a basket.
Hey, it's Steve. Sorry couldn't get to the phone. Leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's Jason from Chase. Congrats on closing day. Hope your daughter enjoys the new pool.
Start your home buying journey today with Guaranteed On-Time Closing or get $5,000 if you qualify. From applications to managing your mortgage, we're with you all the way home. Chase. Make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/home. Eligibility rules apply to the Chase Closing Guarantee. Home lending products subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
Wellness goals, PMS, pregnancy, menopause. Being a woman is a lot. Ollie is here to support with 2 new expert solutions available exclusively at Walmart. All new Period Hero and Balanced Perimeno work to combat discomfort and get you back to feeling like you. Ollie, do wellness on your terms and explore products at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glowing Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash with all new stunts featuring Skelosaurus, 5-Alarm, Tiger Shark, Bigfoot, and more. Thrilling freestyle motocross and the fire-breathing robot Arctic-Gon. Meet the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks up close at the pre-show party. Special Kids ticket prices coming August 23rd and 24th to Chase Center in San Francisco. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Express yourself with personalized cafe appliances at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill. You can select custom hardware in 4 finishes that let you uniquely accessorize your kitchen. Experience GE Cafe innovation with 6-burner Pro ranges, hot water dispensing refrigerators, and smart induction ranges. Plus, for a limited time, receive up to a $3,000 rebate with the purchase of select suite combinations. Uniquely style your kitchen at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill or at friedmansappliance.com.
And now, your Live Nation lineup. Everclear at August Hall, September 6th. Eddie Griffin at Hard Rock Live Sacramento, September 19th. The Who at Shoreline Amphitheater, September 21st. Robin Trower at the Fillmore, September 27th. That was your Live Nation lineup. For tickets and info, hit up livenation.com.
You're listening to the Violet and Black postgame show on the Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
Valkyries get it done 72-59 over the Los Angeles Sparks. Kevin Danner wrapping things up for you on the Violet and Black postgame show. The Valkyries getting it done with the Ollie starting 5 of Veronica Burton, Tiffany Hayes, Temi Fag-Benley, Cecilia Zandalicini, and Janelle Salon. Again, that was their starting 5 presented by Ollie Wellness. That shows up for women. The Valkyries now 15-15 on the season. Taking a look at future home games. Join us live at Chase Center on Sunday, August 17th as Ileana Rupert and the Valkyries defend Ball Hollow against the Atlanta Dream. Get your tickets now at Valkyries.com. One more game on this homestand, and then they return home to take on the Atlanta Dream.
Head to Safeway this week for these amazing digital deals for members. USDA Choice Boneless Beef Top Round London Broil, just $4.97 per pound. Limit 2 packages. Add ears of sweet corn as a side for just 27 cents each. Limit 10. And for you cheese lovers, Lucerne chunk or cream cheese or Sargento shredded or sliced cheese, just $2.47 each. Limit 4 items of various sizes and varieties. Visit Safeway.com for more details. See you in the aisles.
Welcome to What's Next for your career and for your future in healthcare. Carrington College is hosting our biggest open house yet, Thursday, August 14th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come explore hands-on healthcare training programs, meet instructors, watch live demonstrations, tour the campus. You could graduate in as few as 9 months, prepared to step into a new career. Ready for what's next? We're ready for you. Reserve your spot today at carrington.edu/events. Programs vary by location. Visit carrington.edu/SCI for important information on program outcomes.
Gear up for epic football game days under the Vegas sun. Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Dive into 6 temperature-controlled pools or relax in luxurious lounge chairs, day beds, and private cabanas. Feel the energy and catch every play from every game on our massive 143-foot screen. When it comes to watching football all season long, nowhere comes close. Grab your spot at Stadium Swim today at circalasvegas.com.
The music is live, the drinks are cold, and the vibes are unbeatable. It's the Summer Concert Series at the Officers Club in McClellan Park. Join us on the outdoor patio for an evening of great bands, delicious food, and good times under the stars. Concerts run August through September, and the best part? Admission is free. Bring your friends, kick back, and make it a summer to remember. Visit theofficersclub.com for the full lineup.
The Odyssey Instant Win of the Week, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Sacramento delivered a masterful 6-0 shutout victory over Washington. After 3 big runs in the second inning, they continued to score, and the pitching staff came through with a shutout performance.
Swing by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15-minute drive-through oil change today. Get in, get out, and get back on the road. No appointment needed. Get coupons at VIOC.com.
Guys, by now you've heard me talk about Collars & Co., makers of the dress collar polo. They've already sold over 1 million of these amazing shirts. Well, Collars & Co. just came out with the new Maverick Performance Blazer. This blazer is sharp and wrinkle resistant, so you can travel anywhere with it. Just throw it in your bag and it will remain wrinkle-free. It even comes with security zip pockets, a sunglasses loop, and an optional pocket square. So visit collarsandco.com and use code TIKI for 20% off at collarsandco.com.
And a clean energy future for California. To learn more, visit pge.com/powerpathway.
History in the Bay, our way. The Golden State Valkyries are spreading their wings for their inaugural WNBA season, and fans can celebrate by donning Valkyrie Violet and Black with the latest gear from the Golden State shop at Thrive City. Strong, bold, and fierce is the DNA of the Valkyries, and our wide variety of jerseys, tees, hoodies, jackets, hats, and more showcase that stylish, powerful look. Visit us at the shop in Thrive City or shop online at shop.valkyries.com to own your piece of history.
Time for a relaxing bubble bath.
Sir, we can't use our bathtubs.
But CarMax has test drives. Why can't you have test baths?
Because this is a home improvement store. Why is the water purple? Did you bring your own bath bomb? And are those scented candles?
I needed the full experience?
Once you experience CarMax, you won't settle for anything less. Shop online, see it in person. Visit CarMax.com.
Hey, it's your boy Guru. Every time we put a rat on the table during our show, it's brought to you by Atco Pest Control. Atco Pest Control is a family-owned local business proud to provide pest control in the Bay Area for over 35 years. Atco uses natural methods to give you a peace of mind and keep your family out of harm's way. Quality pest control doesn't have to empty your savings either. Don't wait. Go to AtcoPestControl.com for all your pest control needs they got you covered.
Bay Area, you know there's nothing better than watching a game with a cold, righteously brewed beer in hand. That's why I always roll with Laughing Monk Brewing.
Okay, yeah, I mean, the beer is fire. Why are you talking like that?
With locations in San Francisco, Sunnyvale, Scotts Valley, you can always count on top-notch craft beer, next-level food, and the best game day atmosphere in the Bay.
Hold up, bro. Like, are you doing a commercial right now?
Glad you asked, Shasky, because you can find Laughing Monk at the best bars and restaurants in the Bay, or pick up a 4-pack at many fine retailers like Whole Foods, Gus's, and New Leaf Markets.
Dude, just pass the wings.
Thank you for listening to Valkyries Basketball.
Julie puts it on the floor. Off the bounce triple. Oh, she's feeling it.
On the Golden State Valkyries Radio Network.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Preseason was the free season for Arnie in week 1, but it's starting to look like the preseason is the free season after looking at his latest picks. Now it's just a matter of time before he quits and stops making preseason picks and says it's all about the regular season.
That's what you got everybody thinking I'm going to do.
That's what you've done each of the last 3 years.
No, not like 2 years.
Michael writes, looks like you're hammering your preseason picks again. It's so bad. And
Eric
you think
says,
it's so good.
Get the picks. I need to know who to bet against.
All right, take it away, Stinking Genius. What you got for the games tomorrow in the preseason?
All right, give me a little music. Give me something good. Put me in the mood. You don't put me in the mood anymore, for crying out loud. We only have 2 games. I hate when they play this music. The Bears and the Dolphins, and we know the Bears dominated that practice yesterday. Wasn't even funny. Dolphins are not a good preseason team, at least early on. Got to take the Bears. Love the Bears. -3 in this one, and take the over 35.5. I think we'll see some points in this one. In the other game, I'm taking the Chargers, and I'm getting a point against your god-awful Saints, Plank, who you think is the worst team in the NFL. Terrible. So there you have my picks. Do with them as you please. No longer strictly for entertainment purposes only. That's all we have for tomorrow. That's it.
No, but
Week 1 is done.
I like what they do in the preseason, and I'm glad they don't. Well, what am I saying? They usually do it in the regular season. Now where you have games like every single day of the week, but I like how they stretch it out a little bit. You know, you had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's no Monday game this week, and then next week, same thing, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We get a Monday night game. It's Cincinnati Bengals in Washington next Monday night.
Real quick, I sent you that article. No doubleheader Monday Night Football anymore. That's going to be taken off the books.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
What made that decision? Why'd they make that decision?
Because of the new deal, they want to get as many games as possible, so there's not going to be any more doubleheaders.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's actually one in week 2 this year. The Raiders and the Chargers are the second game of that doubleheader. I think it's the only Monday Night Football game the Raiders get all year long. It's like,
get out of
you know
here,
what?
is it? Yeah.
We'll put you on late. And then there's a second one. Get this. In week, what week am I looking? In week 4, you've got a Monday night doubleheader. The Jets and your Dolphins are the first game. And then the nightcap is Cincinnati at Denver.
Wow.
So that might be a pretty good game. But, yeah, I feel like we got a few more. Usually it's like one a season, but last 2 years there's a third one. We got a third doubleheader.
Get
on
out of
Monday
here.
Night
They're going to
Football.
stop that. They're going to put an end to that.
I don't like the Monday Night Football doubleheaders, especially now that I have to get up early. I mean, there's one in week. There's back-to-back weeks. They're in week 6. They're in week 7. We got a ton of them. So get away. Get them out of here. I'm done with them. I'm done with the doubleheaders on Monday Night Football. Give me less of those. So that's a good thing. But it has nothing to do with like the red zone or anything like that. It's just, hey, ESPN's going to shift that up, or was that an NFL decision?
I think it was the ESPN decision there. I sent you the article. Maybe we'll go through it tomorrow night, and you'll see what it's about.
We'll have plenty of time. So, again, the whole crew comes back in tomorrow night.
Yes.
Ian Roddy, great job producing.
Ooh.
Awesome job by Mary Mack, making sure we hit all the right tunes. We had the tag team. Perfett started off in hour 1. Bree came in and shut it down in hour number 2 with the updates, and thanks to the millions of editors behind the scenes calling all the sounds for all the programs. Arnie and I will be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Central Time right here on Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports.
Hey,
listen up. Take the next step towards your future with an affordable online degree or certificate from University of Maryland Global Campus, an accredited state university. Classes start August 13th, and when you apply now, your application fee is waived. Choose from over 135 skill-based programs. Earn up to 90 credits towards a bachelor's for prior learning and relevant experience, or transfer up to 12 credits towards a master's. Don't forget, save now with no application fee. Classes start August 13th. Visit umgc.edu to learn more.
Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. Whether it's a long day on your feet, a demanding workout, or everyday aches and pains, you need relief that can keep up when pain persists. Aleve is here for you with longer-lasting body pain relief compared to leading OTC-branded pain relievers. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Head to Safeway this week for these amazing digital deals for members. USDA Choice Boneless Beef Top Round London Broil, just $4.97 per pound. Limit 2 packages. Add ears of sweet corn as a side for just 27 cents each. Limit 10. And for you cheese lovers, Lucerne chunk or cream cheese or Sargento shredded or sliced cheese, just $2.47 each. Limit 4 items of various sizes and varieties. Visit Safeway.com for more details. See you in the aisles.
Welcome to What's Next for your career and for your future in healthcare. Carrington College is hosting our biggest open house yet, Thursday, August 14th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come explore hands-on healthcare training programs, meet instructors, watch live demonstrations, tour the campus. You could graduate in as few as 9 months, prepared to step into a new career. Ready for what's next? We're ready for you. Reserve your spot today at carrington.edu/events. Programs vary by location. Visit carrington.edu/SCI for important information on program outcomes.
Red Eddie. Gear up for epic football game days under the biggest sun. Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Dive into 6 temperature-controlled pools or relax in luxurious lounge chairs, day beds, and private cabanas. Feel the energy and catch every play from every game on our massive 143-foot screen. When it comes to watching football all season long, nowhere comes close. Grab your spot at Stadium Swim today at circalasvegas.com.
The music is live, the drinks are cold, and the vibes are unbeatable. It's the Summer Concert Series at the Officers Club in McClellan Park. Join us on the outdoor patio for an evening of great bands, delicious food, and good times under the stars. Concerts run August through September, and the best part? Admission is free. Bring your friends, kick back, and make it a summer to remember. Visit theofficersclub.com for the full lineup.
Baseball is all about precision, speed, keeping things running smoothly, just like your car. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we get you in, out, and back on the road in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed. With our fast professional service, you can spend less time in the shop and more time at the ballpark.
Safe!
Plus, our certified technicians check your fluids, tires, and more, all while you stay in your car. Swing by Valvoline Instant Oil Change today, because top performance isn't just for baseball. Coupons at VIOC.com. VIOC.com.
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM in HD1 San Francisco, on Odyssey Sports Station. Always live on the free Odyssey app, Twitch, and YouTube. Powered by First NorCal Credit Union.
Of Dak Prescott. This has always been the value to me. It matters. It's a loud, aggressive sports market, and Dak fundamentally is a complete grown-up. And so that's the one thing. Jerry's going to meddle. Jerry lost his fastball. Micah, Trayvon Diggs are upset. George Pickens, watch out. But this has always been Dak's value.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Wow.
Weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. It's Jason Smith.
Oh, you're that bloke on the radio.
It's Mike Harmon.
I'm kind of a big deal.
And they talk sports.
The one person that this playoff is not fun for is my wife.
Amongst other things.
I had an incredibly long dream about Jerry Jones last night.
Really?
Did I mention they're best friends?
You're hateful, and I'm positive.
It's the Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon.
Bang.
Weeknights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details.
Go! Check them out.
FS1.
Check them out.
FS1.
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM at HD1 San Francisco. An Odyssey station.
We are Fox Sports. And here's what you need to know.
In Major League Baseball tonight at Seattle, Cal Raleigh has hit his 44th home run of the season. Mariners lead at home 6-1 against Tampa Bay, bottom of the fourth. The Dodgers are leading Toronto in a battle of first-place teams, 3-0 LA, bottom of the sixth inning. Blake Snell was the LA starter, 5 scoreless innings, 10 strikeouts. At San Diego, the Padres are ahead of the Red Sox, 4-3 in the top of the seventh. To the NFL preseason, and in the game at Jacksonville, Cam Little of the Jags kicked a 70-yard field goal to end the first half. Pittsburgh, for what it's worth, won the game 31-25. Tampa Bay was a 29-7 winner over Tennessee. First-round quarterback Cam Ward had 2 drives, a 3-and-out, and then a touchdown drive. Among the games going right now, Jets lead with 2 minutes left, 30-10 at Green Bay. Broncos are ahead at the 49ers early fourth quarter, 23-9. I'm Steve DeSager.
This is Fox Sports Saturday. Fox Sports Saturday is on. The plays, the interviews, the players, the coaches, the breaking news, the top stories. When it goes down, we will cover it all.
You better step up and get in control.
Fox Sports Saturday is right now. Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Aaron Torres and Jason Martin.
Welcome in, everybody. Fox Sports Radio, Fox Sports Saturday. Aaron Torres, Jason Martin. We are broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studios. And J Mart, we've made it, baby. Football all weekend. 3 preseason games still going on. Of course, we had games on Thursday. We had games on Friday. We had wall-to-wall football starting at about 1 p.m. Eastern today. We even got 2 games tomorrow. Oh, it's so good to have football back. My only complaint, by the way, can we get a West Coast 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific kickoff so Torres and Martin have something to watch into the wee hours? Other than that, no complaints. J Mart, how you doing?
Doing well, man. You're preaching tonight. No question about that. It's just good to have football back. Yes, it is fake football. Yes, these games do not count. We get all that, but at the same time, it's just good to see helmets, dudes out there throwing, dudes out there running, dudes out there catching. It's been just stupid hot this summer, especially in Nashville. We had like 28 straight days over 90 degrees. Like insane heat indexes around 110. If you walked outside, it was so humid. It's just been disgusting. So when I see helmets, you know what I also think of? Fall.
A cool breeze, yeah.
Yes. It's going to be absolutely lovely to wake up on a Saturday, pop on the games, and then be able to, go outside with the family and not swelter to death or get attacked by these insane mosquitoes that we've also had to deal with all summer long. My youngest, her face looked like she has measles.
Oh, no.
If we take her outside, because mosquitoes just apparently love her face.
Is it true there's a different type of blood that more attracts mosquitoes to some people than others? I don't know if you've ever heard this.
I don't know. I'm not the scientist in my family.
No,
so
it's okay. Well, if there is a scientist, you should ask. So my wife swears, she's like, I have sweet blood. I'm like, what does that mean? She's like, bugs are more attracted to me. It's a known thing. And I'm like, so I love my wife, and I don't want to stereotype or generalize, but she's an immigrant, first generation, and I don't say that in any sort of disparaging way, but she, comes from a family of, kind of old school medicine, old school this, take this thing that I've never heard of for this particular, illness or whatever. And so I don't know if that's one of like the old school, great.
I looked it up.
Is that true?
No, it's a myth.
It's a myth. Okay, well,
AI tells me the idea mosquitoes prefer sweet blood is a myth. They are attracted to humans, but not the sweetness of blood. It's a medical myth.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I am going to let you be the one to tell her that, because I don't think that's really going to be a road that I travel down.
Just fix it. Just say, hey, guess what? That's a myth. but that doesn't mean your blood is not sweet. Because if anyone has sweet blood,
as a first-gen immigrant, you just tore down everything for me.
I'm sorry.
Mary, I don't know if your mic was on, Mary, but Mary saying as a first-generation immigrant, everything that she learned is... No, it's like you have these old school, like, family, like recipes, or not recipe, but like a way to deal with health issues that have been passed down from centuries. And so this was one of them that I had never heard when I met my wife, was she's like, oh yeah, no, I have sweet blood. I just like, and especially this time of year, I can't go outside. The other thing too is I just think she doesn't like being outside. Like I'm the type of person, like I could just sit on the porch all night and just, drink a few beers and sit by a fire, and that's not her. So sometimes I think she just makes stuff up as an excuse not to be outside. But yeah, she's been telling me for years, she has sweet blood, and that is why bugs are more attracted to her, and I wouldn't understand. I can't relate anyway. It was.
Well, let me give you one thing you can tell her. I think this will fix everything. This is according to Axios. Mosquitoes probably don't think your blood's sweet, but they might like your stink.
Oh, okay. I will tell her that. I have another thought on that, but nothing negative. Yeah. She just wears a lot of perfume. That's all I'm going to say. So that probably doesn't help in the pursuit of bugs. She smells lovely all the time, in case that was the way that could have been perceived. But I don't think the perfume helps. But anyway, speaking of sweet, sweet. Watching Shedeur Sanders chuck the ball all over the field on Friday night. What a pivot. Mary, we were all in front of the TV on Friday, but here's how it sounded in Charlotte.
Shedeur, play fake, looking end zone, lofting back corner of the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown, Caden Davis. And Shedeur Sanders has his first career NFL touchdown.
That, I believe, was Panthers Radio Network. Shedeur Sanders, J Mart. Listen, we haven't been on air. We haven't been on air since the game, since Shedeur was officially announced as the preseason Game 1 starter. But, he needed an opportunity. He takes advantage, 14 of 23, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. I have a lot of takes. I happen to actually be on air during this game with Ephraim Salaam yesterday. America has heard plenty of my takes. So your reaction to what we did see, what we didn't see from Shedeur Sanders on Friday night.
Well, I saw Kevin Stefanski say, we're going to evaluate him. We look at him like everybody else, which is fine. And I don't disagree. Just understand, Kev, that the rest of the country doesn't see it that way. The fact that you see that he's like 4th on the chart in terms of who's getting reps in practice and all this other stuff. My first thought was why? And it had nothing to do with him doing anything like this. Would have been had he not played a game or not. It's just, I don't really understand. It's like, how many hoops do you want him to jump through here? Because I still think he's going to jump through them. You and I were much more bullish on him than a lot were. We were closer to Mel Kiper than we were seemingly everybody else that weekend. We didn't quite understand what all was going on. And yeah, we've heard some things since, but what we saw at Colorado, that's kind of what we saw in that game, at least to some extent. Like, yes, I understand it's preseason. We're going to have that discussion in a little while, but at the same time, that's kind of what you wanted to see, and it's kind of what you expected to see from Shedeur Sanders. Went out there, he's pretty confident, and he made some smart football plays, and that's kind of what we got used to seeing in college. The narratives and all the other stuff that has surrounded him over this last handful of months become irrelevant if he goes out there and plays football. And that's what he's doing. And he's getting his opportunity, however they've come about, however who's sitting out and whatever else. I still believe he's going to be your guy sooner rather than later. Is it going to be week 1? I don't know. I think at one point we might have both thought it could have been. But this whole like him 4th on the chart and all this stuff, it's just going to continue to grow, I think. It might be a stair-step process. Maybe it is going to take a little bit more time. But I just don't see a universe where he's not going to be able to stand out in some way, shape, or form.
So let's dive into a couple things. So one, yes, so I agree with you. And I think even bigger picture, the Browns are going to probably, listen, I'm not a roster expert, but, I think they're going to keep probably both him and Dylan Gabriel because, like, they have to. Joe Flacco is not an answer at 40 years old. Deshaun Watson is not the answer, even though he's clearly not healthy. So at some point, you do have to see what you have in those guys. Now, as far as Friday night is concerned, a couple things. One, I know people say 14 to 23, 138 yards, big deal. Like, if you actually watch the game, he looked poised. He looked confident. I understand that it was the preseason. I understand that it was whatever. But I think the counter is if he was 12 of 28 with no touchdowns and 2 interceptions, then we'd be talking about what an absolute disaster it is. And so that, I think, is the first part, is this notion of, like, it means absolutely nothing. Well, it means absolutely nothing because like, I think a lot of people just either want, like, the people that want to see him succeed think it means something. The people that don't want to see him succeed want to tear down what he did. I just sit there and say, though, it does matter for a few reasons. One, if he was an absolute disaster as a 5th round pick, 4th on the depth chart, honestly, he might not get another chance. And so, one, it matters because of that. 2, it just matters because he did get a chance, period. And this is where a little bit of, the backstory on working with Ephraim last night. Ephraim has a fascinating story himself, and I people could go back and listen to yesterday's Odd Couple if they want to hear it, but Ephraim was a 7th round pick, and he told the story on air yesterday of going into training camp. I think he was the 4th or 5th string, one of the tackles. There's a couple injuries, a couple guys get cut, and it basically came down to his final preseason game of, if you perform here, you're going to be our week 1 starter. And if you don't, you might not be on this team. And so I just bring it up because roster spots are won and lost in the preseason. If it didn't work out and if he looked bad, that would have been an easy opportunity where if the Browns were looking for a reason to get rid of him, they would have had the opportunity. And I think most importantly, 2 other quick things, J. Marcus, I know I'm going long. One, I think it's enough where the Browns have to kind of see where this thing goes because, again, they don't have anyone else. It's not like if like the Jalen Milroe situation in Seattle. I know Jalen Milroe was a 2nd, 3rd round pick, not a 5th round pick. But he played well enough where I think they have to keep seeing what they have in him because they do not have a legitimate better option long-term big picture. Maybe he's not the better answer long-term big picture, but he showed enough where he could be. And I think lastly, and I'll be quick because I know I'm going long here, he's got good tape now. And that matters because if for some reason the Browns decide that they don't like him or that they're not, whatever the scenario is, he showed that he's capable, and I think in theory he would get another chance, but I don't think the Browns get rid of him. So everyone that says it doesn't matter, it's only the preseason, it actually matters a lot. Even if, whatever. I've said enough, J. Mart, but I think there's a lot for you to react to there.
Yeah, so I agree with virtually everything that you said, and I agree with what Ephraim Salaam said to a point, okay? I haven't gone and listened to it, but I'm going to go back after the show and listen to it because I want to hear the story. Because I have something similar in that my old broadcast partner, Ramon Foster, was undrafted coming out of Tennessee. And he told us many, many times about how every year he felt like he had to go win his job again, even though he was a starter for so many years in Pittsburgh. That every single year he always felt that way. So you talk about Ephraim Salaam being a 7th round draft pick, and we're talking about Shedeur Sanders, who had that precipitous fall that we're probably going to see in a documentary one day, just as an example. So here's where I disagree in terms of the statement. It's just that it can't be a blanket statement, okay? It's not that it doesn't matter at all. It's that it depends on who you are and what your level of job security is, what your level of security is there. Your point about the tape is perfect. Like, that's exactly right. If you are kind of on that borderline, then you are trying to show other teams, hey, come pick me up if they drop me, because they might, right? It might be a team that's just too stacked at one position, but I got some talent, I can come help you out. So all those things matter. But ultimately what the preseason comes down to, Aaron, is about somewhere around 7 spots that are still up for grabs. And most of everything else is figured out. Like, yes, maybe you can go up or down the depth chart, but it can't be a blanket statement, because if it were important to everybody if it didn't hold water, if the idea that the preseason didn't matter didn't hold water with any NFL player, then they would all participate in it. And most of them don't because they're already pretty secure in their jobs. But Ramon Foster, Ephraim Salaam, even Shedeur Sanders, because of where he was drafted, it's a different story there. And they have a completely different, mental feeling about the preseason and just about football in general because their road was so much different. So I think that there's truth, to be sure, in what Ephraim is saying and what my old broadcast partner had said to me and many, many times about his experience in Pittsburgh. But I don't know that it's true all the way across the board. But certainly for those guys that are borderline, those guys that might get cut, and as you mentioned, might be a starter or might be on the breadline looking for another job somewhere in the NFL, yes, the preseason means absolutely everything. And you know that because if you watch Hard Knocks, you're seeing intentionally a few of those players, those guys that you're not sure, and they give you a little bit of their personality, so maybe you root for them, but you still don't know. And so you're watching the preseason games with a little bit more interest because their performance matters so much. And locally, if you have a team, and I covered the Titans as long as I did, I saw this. Every single year, there would be 2-3 guys, whether they were draftees or guys that had been brought in or guys that had just kind of shown up to the facility and been part of it all of a sudden, they would just kind of capture the fan base. And the fan base would get super excited about everything that they did and say, man, he's got to make this team. Mason Kinsey, man, he's got to make this team, just as one example of these guys. And it's just like, no, that's not how it works. And the preseason is not going to be reflective of whether or not this guy is going to make the team. But ultimately, yes, good tape. And for a guy that is just right there on that border, like an Ephraim Salaam, 100% agree with that. I just think you can't go so far as to say the preseason matters across the board because clearly it doesn't.
Yeah, and all I'll say is, and I think this is the benefit for Shedeur, and this is something we talked about dating back to draft night, is he is in a spot where there is an opportunity for him. There are, as you said, there's only a couple spots that are actually available every training camp, but he is in a spot at a place, at a position that if he thrives, he could in theory get one of those final spots. You know, so like I'm just looking as an example at last night's Atlanta Detroit box score, okay? And I only bring it up because we know the Atlanta quarterback situation maybe a little too well. Michael Penix, Kirk Cousins. They also have, as DeSager called him last night, former Chargers preseason quarterback Easton Stick. That is, basically a guy who's a good locker room guy. He's been around forever. He's, been in the league for about 7 years now. Great locker room guy. Then they started a rookie, or they didn't start. They played a rookie named Emory Jones. And I only bring up Emory Jones because they already have 3 established quarterbacks there. And I know the Cousins situation is weird, but it's like there's pretty much nothing Emory Jones can do to find his way into one of those 3 spots on the roster. And I don't know what that means for the bigger picture of his career, but it's just that's an example of like a spot where, yeah, it's all well and good and whatever, but no matter what he does, he's probably not getting one of those spots because, to your point, J. Mart, there isn't a spot at that position on that team. And so the only thing with Shedeur is that there is opportunity on that team at that specific position. And to kind of put a bow on my thought on Shedeur is that, again, I think it's one of those situations where he could have played himself out of the conversation, proved that he didn't deserve one of those roster spots. But in my opinion, I know the stats don't look overwhelming, but if you watch the game, and I know you did, J. Mart, I'm just saying for the public in general, the stats don't look overwhelming, but I think he played well enough where the Browns have to sit there and think there's the potential that we have something, and they're going to kind of continue to see exactly what they have over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add there. I agree. I mean, I think that's exactly right. And I think that the point that you made is exactly accurate, that in his position, he had the ability to either sink or swim, essentially. Like, if you go out there and you perform, then you're going to get another shot. If you don't, you might just kind of confirm some other things about you, and then you just kind of fade off for a while and you aren't talked about. This not only keeps him in the conversation, but it kind of, again, starts to turn that narrative back to the Shedeur that we were talking about a year ago as opposed to the one we were talking about 4 months ago.
Absolutely. Shedeur Sanders, as we said, 14 of 23, 2 touchdown passes in his debut. For what it's worth, again, I know preseason isn't everything, but the Browns do get the win in Shedeur Sanders. The other thing, too, J-Mart, really quick, and we'll come back and we'll do some other stuff. Like, Ephraim brought this up. It was such a good point. Only time I've ever seen fans in the stands with a fifth-rounder's jersey. That's one. And it was in the opposing venue. Like, I was hosting in this moment, so you're not really paying attention. Like, oh, there's a lot of Shedeur jerseys. And you're like, oh, the game is in Carolina, and people are wearing Shedeur Browns jerseys. So it shows you the impact that he has. And it's, and I'll just say this. This will be a little bit of a negative to kind of end this segment, but this is why I think a lot of teams didn't want to take him as the backup quarterback, because they know how popular he is, how famous he is. And there's a lot that comes with him. Good news for the Cleveland Browns. So far, so good. Fox Sports Radio, Aaron Torres, Jason Martin. We are broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studios. When we come back, we'll look at some more quarterbacks making preseason debuts. Cam Ward, J.J. McCarthy, a couple others. What does it mean? What does it not mean? That's next. Fox Sports Radio.
We did free agency.
NFL free agency.
I'll tell you who the biggest loser could be.
We covered the draft.
We have a Howie Roseman trade.
And we're just starting, because when the NFL is on, so are we.
This is what the NFL's lived on in the off seasons.
This is your home for the NFL on Fox Sports Radio.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things. People. Love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
At Head to Safeway this week for these amazing digital deals for members. USDA Choice Boneless Beef Top Round London Broil, just $4.97 per pound. Limit 2 packages. Add ears of sweet corn as a side for just 27 cents each. Limit 10. And for you cheese lovers, Lucerne chunk or cream cheese or Sargento shredded or sliced cheese, just $2.47 each. Limit 4 items of various sizes and varieties. Visit Safeway.com for more details. See you in the aisles.
Welcome to What's Next for your career and for your future in healthcare. Carrington College is hosting our biggest open house yet, Thursday, August 14th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come explore hands-on healthcare training programs, meet instructors, watch live demonstrations, tour the campus. You could graduate in as few as 9 months, prepared to step into a new career. Ready for what's next? We're ready for you. Reserve your spot today at carrington.edu/events. Programs vary by location. Visit carrington.edu/SCI for important information on program outcomes.
Red Eddie. Gear up for epic football game days under the Vegas sun. Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Dive into 6 temperature-controlled pools or relax in luxurious lounge chairs, day beds, and private cabanas. Feel the energy and catch every play from every game on our massive 143-foot screen. When it comes to watching football all season long, nowhere comes close. Grab your spot at Stadium Swim today at circalasvegas.com.
The music is live, the drinks are cold, and the vibes are unbeatable. It's the Summer Concert Series at the Officers Club in McClellan Park. Join us on the outdoor patio for an evening of great bands, delicious food, and good times under the stars. Concerts run August through September, and the best part? Admission is free. Bring your friends, kick back, and make it a summer to remember. Visit theofficersclub.com for the full lineup.
The Odyssey Instant Win of the Week, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Sacramento delivered a masterful 6-0 shutout victory over Washington. After 3 big runs in the second inning, they continued to score, and the pitching staff came through with a shutout performance.
Swing by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15-minute drive-through oil change today. Get in, get out, and get back on the road. No appointment needed. Get coupons at VIOC.com.
Live from downtown San Francisco, this is 95.7 The Game.
Yes, it is. Welcome in. It is football season, and we've got overtime on the air here on 95.7 The Game. It's about the 2-minute warning down in Santa Clara right now, but this game is all but over. Not that the final score really matters all that much. Winner, loser doesn't really matter all that much in a preseason game. We did get to see quite a handful of impressive moments and some questionable ones from the 49ers, but that is what the preseason is all about. Welcome into overtime here on 95.7 The Game. Mark Randy with you, taking your calls and your text on this Niner preseason week number 1 versus the Broncos, this performance. You can always get in at 888-957-9570. And I'll be with you guys for overtime all season long right here on 95.7 The Game. It is 30-9 Denver right now, 2:09 to go in the fourth quarter. If anything crazy does happen in the final couple of minutes of this game, we will, of course, let you know. Not many starters played for the Niners today, although considering how many rookies the Niners are going to have to rely on this season, I think we saw quite a few players that you can expect to be regular performers for the 49ers this season. Now, you take a look at who started for the Niners on offense and on defense. We're talking about Mac Jones, right? He's going to be the backup quarterback. We're talking about Patrick Taylor Jr., who at best you think is going to be running back 3. You did see Demarcus Robinson out there, and if he gets suspended, when he comes back from that suspension, he will be one of the more valuable wide receivers on this team. We saw Jordan Watkins, a rookie out of Ole Miss, another wide receiver. He had a nice 50-yard catch in the first quarter on the first drive on third down that led to, at this point, the Niners' only touchdown of the game. You hope that Mac Jones is not a contributor, not because he isn't capable. He showed flashes today, but he's not your starting quarterback. And you never want your backup quarterback to be in the game, no matter how good he is. But Demarcus Robinson should be a contributor. He will be a contributor Jordan Watkins, I think a lot of Niner fans are hoping is a contributor, but that might mean things with Ayuk and maybe Juwan Jennings don't go as expected potentially. But he's going to make the team, and he might be, towards the end of the bench, a wide receiver. Maybe you see him on special teams, returning kicks or punts, although another rookie, Junior Bergen, might have that spot. He had himself a really good punt return early today. But as I continue to run down the starters that the Niners used on offense today, again, it's Mac Jones, it's Patrick Taylor, it's Demarcus Robinson, it's Jordan Watkins. At tight end, it was Luke Farrell and Braden Willis. Willis might not make this roster. Luke Farrell is going to be tight end 2 behind George Kittle. The Niners went out and paid him relatively big money for a tight end 2 in free agency this past year. And then on the offensive line, you had a starter at left guard in Ben Barch, but everywhere else it's reserves. Spencer Burford at left tackle. As I mentioned, Ben Barch at left guard, not officially the week 1 starter, but I would bet a lot of money that he is the week 1 starter when the Niners are up in Seattle. Ben Barch at left guard. He started today there. But at center, it's Matt Hennessy. At right guard, it's Nick Zakelj. At right tackle, it's Austin Pleasance. If you don't recognize a lot of these names, maybe other than like Burford and Barch, I don't blame you, because these guys are not, ideally for the Niners, going to play any snaps for you this year. Now, the reality is they're going to, because you're not going to have a starting 5 on the offensive line that plays every single game for the whole season. So you're going to need to rely on someone like a Spencer Burford or a Matt Hennessy or a Nick Zakelj or an Austin Pleasance. Now, there were a lot of other offensive linemen that did get into this game, of course. That was just the group that started this game and was protecting Mac Jones for the first quarter plus a little bit more. On defense, you saw a couple of names that you expect to see throughout the entire season. Bryce Huff technically started, didn't play a whole lot, but he was in there, the offseason acquisition from the Philadelphia Eagles, who previously had a career year under Robert Saleh, Niners' old and now new defensive coordinator when they were both with the New York Jets. Kalia Davis started on the interior of the defensive line. He was really good in this game alongside the rookie C.J. West. Of the rookie defensive linemen for the Niners, I think C.J. West performed the best. Of course, this is a relatively big absence because Mykel Williams, 11th overall pick out of Georgia, is out with a hyperextended knee, did not play today. Niners hope that he's ready at some point this coming week and for next week's preseason game versus the Raiders. But C.J. West, a rookie D lineman, starting and playing a lot, particularly in the first half, I thought he held his own. The other starting defensive lineman was Jonathan Garvin, right? This is a name that not a lot of us know much about. That was the reality of what the Niners were throwing out there today. Elsewhere, at linebacker, they started Luke Gifford. They started Tatum Bethune, D. Winters. Now, D. Winters, that's a name that in all likelihood is going to be a starter for the 49ers come week 1. And if things go to plan, I think they expect him to start the majority of the season. D. Winters, the linebacker spot opposite Fred Warner, right? You're going to have Fred Warner at middle linebacker, and it seems like D. Winters has slotted in as the weak side linebacker next to Fred Warner. Now, when the Niners play base downs, when they have 3 linebackers on the field and 4 defensive backs, there's an extra linebacker spot that is there to be taken. And maybe that's where rookie Nick Martin would slide in, the pick out of Oklahoma State. Luke Gifford, we saw if you're watching the game today on KPIX here in the Bay Area, had a couple of really hard hits and nice tackles. That's going to be an area of a position battle the rest of this preseason and in training camp. Nick Martin, I think, versus Luke Gifford for that strong side linebacker spot when the Niners are in base defense and they play 3 linebackers. The Niners are a team, though, that relies so much on their nickel look. And when you got nickel, that means 5 defensive backs on the field. With 4 down linemen, that means you got 9 defenders there, only 2 linebackers allowed. So that 3rd linebacker spot for the Niners is a relatively minimal in terms of impact, a number of snaps. That doesn't, that group does not take the field a ton. So that spot alongside Fred Warner and in all likelihood D. Winters is going to be someone that does not play every single snap. But I hope I would think the Niners are hopeful that Nick Martin would win that job and they can kind of ease him in to a bigger role. I thought Nick Martin today generally found himself, and again, this is Nick Martin, linebacker, rookie out of Oklahoma State. And by the way, the Broncos have the ball now with a minute and a half left, and they're just kneading on this to end this ball game. It's 30-9 Denver. That will be the final score in preseason week number 1 from Levi's Stadium. I thought Nick Martin today, again, rookie linebacker out of Oklahoma State, largely was in the right spot time and time again. Little too aggressive, kind of over pursuing, seemed a little too eager to get out there. Bad routes to balls or to ball carriers. There were a number of times where he took an aggressive route trying to get a tackle for loss or trying to get him for just a yard, but because he was so aggressive in trying to tackle the ball carrier, his angle was off and the ball carrier was able to get the edge around him, and instead of tackling him for maybe a gain of 3, he got pushed out of bounds for a gain of 9. And that's something that Nick Martin is going to learn, and he's going to take smarter, safer angles to tackle, and he's going to, instead of shooting for a tackle for loss, is going to say, you know what, I'm going to avoid the big play. I'm going to keep the play in front of me. I'm only going to give up 3 yards. I'm going to avoid giving up 9, 10, or 11 yards with the hopes of maybe getting a tackle for loss. He's going to make the safer play. That's going to happen, but that's an area where I'm sure, just on first glance, and I'm going to go back and watch the tape probably tonight once I get done with you guys here on Overtime on 95.7 The Game. There's at least like 5 examples of Nick Martin just being a little too aggressive defensively, coming downhill from his linebacker spot and trying to make a crazy hell of a play, but as a result, taking that risk resulted in the ball carrier for the Broncos getting an extra 6, 7, or 8 yards. And that's something the Niners cannot have from any of their linebackers. So there's a lot of tape with that specifically, and I would imagine that that's going to be shown to Nick Martin as early as maybe even tonight, but tomorrow, once all these players get back into the facility, because that was very, very apparent. But in addition to the linebacker core, I mentioned it was Gifford, technically, and Bethune and Winters that started at linebacker. The corners were Darrell Luter Jr. and Dallas Flowers, and the safety was Jason Pinnock and Marcus Siegel. Now, those are guys that you're going to hear from throughout this year. Darrell Luter Jr. is going to make the team. The Niners, I don't think, are expecting him to be a starting cornerback, even maybe if Renardo Green misses some time. But Jason Pinnock, I think in all likelihood, is going to be a starting safety for this Niner team coming week number 1. Part of that is because Malik Mustafa, last year's rookie, who was really good as a rookie, is going to miss at least a handful of games to begin the year, and they need a starting safety. They need 2 starting safeties, obviously. But Pinnock, a little bit more of a veteran, previously played with the Giants. He's likely going to be a starter come week number 1. Now, maybe he does not start once Mustafa is back, and maybe it's Jair Brown, maybe someone like Marquise Siegel, who we saw today for the first time in game action. Maybe he continues to play well, and we will see. But these are a lot of names that you expect to have somewhat roles on this team going forward, but you at the same time, you do not hope that many of these guys are having major impacts in terms of snap numbers, snap counts, because these are players that have holes and that haven't proven themselves at this level. And the Niners are a team that has aspirations of winning this division and making a postseason run. And frankly, it's going to be hard to do that with players like Darrell Luter Jr. and Dallas Flowers playing major snaps. So all of that is to say, the Niners played very few starters today. And oh, by the way, when this group of Niners starters, when this group of Niners starters played versus the Broncos' real starters, the Broncos played like their first team offense and defense for the majority of the first quarter tonight. The Niners led 9-0. The Niners led 9-0. Now, again, wins and losses in the preseason, they don't mean anything. The Baltimore Ravens tend to never lose preseason games. It does not matter. But the Niners, half second string guys, held up really well against the Broncos starters to begin this game. Now, the rest of the game, in terms of wins and losses, points for, points against, that was really ugly. And there was a lot of mistakes that led to that ugliness. Also, Denver just playing well, and there's probably some truth to the fact that maybe Denver's backups are better than the Niners' backups. I don't know Denver's roster that well, but that does happen across the course of the NFL in the preseason as well. So I'm trying to just take a step past the score 30-9 and kind of just dive into individual performers as we try to take our first steps towards gauging what this Niners 53-man roster would be when we get towards the end of this month and we get prepared for week number 1. All right, this is Overtime here on 95.7 The Game. Mark Randy with you. Niners lose preseason week number 1 to the Denver Broncos 30-9. This is Overtime, and we got time for your calls and your texts at 888-957-9570. I've also got my eye on our YouTube chat, powered by First NorCal Credit Union, coming to you live from the Laughing Monk Studios, as always. Let's see. Got my eyes here on the YouTube chat. A couple of thoughts here. Filthy Casual, appreciate you tuning in. Also, shout out to Joey and to No, and to Andis and to a few others who are weighing in. I see a Vitamin, I see a Carson, I see a Jesus, I see a JP. Appreciate you for tuning in. Filthy Casual, though, asks, how was Upton Stout? If you don't know Upton Stout, Niners rookie, and let me just, before I answer the question on Upton Stout, let me just read to you the 49ers rookie class. Because these guys, for the most part, are going to play a lot of snaps this year. So first round pick, number 11 overall, Mykel Williams. We know that. I already touched on him. Did not play this week. Suffered a hyperextended knee this week in practice. And we're going to hear from our guy, Carter Chickering, who was covering the game down at Levi's. He's going to give us a call coming up in the 9 o'clock hour at some point. We'll catch up with Carter, and he has a story to tell about Mykel Williams because I think he saw him up in the press box. I'll let Carter tell you, but we will get some inside information on Mykel Williams, who did not play today. 11th overall pick, hyperextended knee. Niners need him, and they need him to be good because what we saw, I think, elsewhere on the defensive line brings up some serious concerns. But that was pick number 1 for the Niners. Alfred Collins, second-round pick, defensive tackle out of Texas. He was their second-round pick. Nick Martin, the linebacker we already talked about out of Oklahoma State in the 3rd round. Also in the 3rd round, pick number 100 overall is Upton Stout, who my guy Filthy Casual was asking about on the YouTube chat. Upton Stout, 3rd-round pick, 100 overall out of Western Kentucky. He did not play today. If you were looking for Upton Stout, you're not blind. You did not miss him. He did not play. He did not play today, Upton Stout. And the scuttlebutt is, the report is, he did not play today because he has already locked up the nickel corner spot for the Niners. And that is a great sign. The fact that a rookie 3rd-round pick has already, in the minds of the coaching staff, been good enough to lock up that 3rd nickel corner spot before even playing a preseason game, that says a lot about what he's been doing in camp and with the joint practices with Denver so far this week. So if you were looking for Upton Stout tonight and you were worried because you did not see him, don't worry. He's not hurt. He did not play because that's just how good that he's been, and the Niners are expecting him to be their week 1 starter at the nickel corner spot. And they didn't want to risk injuring him. At least that is my read on the situation. There has been no report of any injury to Upton Stout. It seems to me they feel very confident about him, and they don't want to lose him to any injury in a relatively meaningless preseason game. It's the same reason why they're not playing Brock Purdy. They're not playing George Kittle. They're not playing Christian McCaffrey. They're not playing Trent Williams. They're not playing Nick Bosa or Fred Warner or Diamador Lenore, right? Because those are proven guys that are locked in as starters, and if the Niners feel that way about Upton Stout, then that is as big of a compliment that a coaching staff can give a rookie. The fact that you're not playing in a preseason game, not because you're hurt, but because they're scared that you might get hurt. So Upton Stout, so far in terms of rookie rankings, if you want to do it that way, gets major accolades because he was not even asked to play in this game. So I hope that answers your question, no up and stout today, but really it's a good reason, much, much, much more than a bad reason. 4th round pick, CJ West, defensive tackle out of Indiana. He played a lot on the interior of that defensive line. I thought he was pretty darn good for the majority of when he played. Not going to, I think, wow you with crazy statistics and sack numbers and tackle for loss numbers. And obviously there are some DTs, some defensive tackles that do that. But really what you want out of your defensive tackles is to keep the lanes clear for your linebackers to go in and make tackles. And what I saw CJ West doing was taking on double teams. Just a big body in the interior of that defensive line. You take on a double team, that maybe allows a stunting defensive edge pass rusher to get through the offensive line and get to the quarterback. Maybe it allows, in tonight's game, a D. Winters or a Tatum Bethune or a Nick Martin to pop through the hole that CJ West created by taking on 2 offensive line blockers and then get to the running back, get to the quarterback. Whatever the case is, I saw CJ West do that like 3 or 4 times where he took on 2 defenders or 2 blockers, 2 offensive linemen, and it allowed somebody else in the area defensively to shoot through the gap and make a tackle. That's what the Niners need in CJ West, and I think he took a step forward in that direction tonight in that regard. Let's see, what other rookies? We mentioned Mykel Williams. I mentioned Alfred Collins, 2nd-round pick out of Texas. How did he perform? And feel free to weigh in and let me know if you saw this differently than I did at 888-957-9570. Maybe I'm overreacting, and I'll let you guys on the YouTube chat also weigh in. But again, you can call or text 888-957-9570. When it comes to rookie performers, and again, the rookies that we saw today, we saw Alfred Collins, we saw Nick Martin, we did not see Upton Stout, but we also saw CJ West, we saw Jordan Watkins, the receiver out of Ole Miss, we did not see Jordan James, the rookie from Oregon, the running back, out with an injury. We saw Marcus Siegel, safety out of Kansas State, 5th-round pick. We did not see Curtis Rourke, quarterback out of Indiana. He's out with a bad injury. Connor Colby, 7th-round offensive lineman out of Iowa. We saw him in the second half. We also saw Junior Bergen, 7th-round wide receiver out of Montana. He's likely going to make this team, I would expect, as more of a special teamer, as a kick and punt returner, as opposed to a wide receiver. But we saw him, and he had a bit of an explosive on a punt return. So good things there. But specifically as it goes to Alfred Collins, in terms of Niners draft picks, he was the highest picked player that played tonight because Mykel Williams did not play with that knee injury, the hyperextended knee that he suffered this past week leading up to this game. So Alfred Collins, the highest drafted player that played tonight for the Niners. Again, I'm open to seeing this wrong, and I'm going to go back and watch the tape, and I might have a slightly different opinion. But on first glance, watching Alfred Collins for the first time tonight in game action as a member of the 49ers, I was a little disappointed. It seemed to me like he is clearly better, and he was drafted as a defensive tackle. He's going to play on the inside of that defensive line. I did not see Alfred Collins a ton pushing back offensive linemen. And it seemed to me like he got a little winded relatively early. Now, the thing with Alfred Collins is he was part of this really unique second-round draft class this year across the NFL. I don't know how many of you guys followed this story. It was kind of an in-the-weeds one. But to make it as quick as possible, essentially there were a couple of teams early in the second round, the teams with the first and second picks in the second round, so 33rd and 34th picks in the second round, that fully guaranteed their contracts to those players. It had never happened before in the second round where those players are getting fully guaranteed deals. So all of the other second-round picks, seeing what those second-round picks got, said, you know what? I'm not signing that contract you're offering me, Niners, or you're offering me Seahawks, or you're offering me Rams, every other team in the NFL, I don't want to sign that deal because that's not fully guaranteed. And what these other players got was fully guaranteed. I'm holding out for a fully guaranteed deal. And if you're an unsigned rookie, you can't be fined for missing practice time because you're not under contract. The team has no basis on which to fine you. So you are free from any financial burdens, and you can just say, I'm going to play a game of chicken. And what ultimately happened was the Niners, they seemed to blink, and they gave Alfred Collins not a fully guaranteed deal, but a much higher percentage of the deal was guaranteed than in previous 43rd overall picks. But as a result, Alfred Collins missed the entire offseason program and came into camp essentially completely raw, like he was just drafted the other day. So he's behind. He is behind, Alfred Collins is, in terms of how often he has gotten reps with everybody else, how much he's been working with Robert Saleh and with his fellow defensive linemen, right? Like C.J. West, same class, same draft class. He was picked in April as well, just like Alfred Collins. C.J. West, defensive tackle, 4th round out of Indiana. He looked a whole lot more ready for the moment today. And maybe it's just simply because he might turn out to be a better pro, but there is a lot for Alfred Collins, which just comes back to the idea that he was not with the Niners really all summer after being drafted because of the uniqueness of the second round of the NFL draft today. So Alfred Collins today, I thought it was not a great debut, not his best showing. Does not mean that he's destined to not help the Niners this year. Right? They need him. First of all, they need him too. But I did not see a ton of great things from Alfred Collins today. But this is a rookie class that is going to have to be really, really good and have an impact on this Niner team, because you look at the holes that this team has defensively. Even if you say, all right, expect Micah Williams to be good, even if you say that,